my 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 tripod set up. Let's see if I can use this. Let's see. Wait for a couple people to pop in before I start talking. It's so hot. I got on my mama wig, honey. And I went to the grocery store. I was in the States. Good morning. Oop, I was in the States for 2 weeks. 2 good weeks. Honestly, a lot of the times when I go to the States, I don't have the best time. This time was different. I had a good time. I hung out with just about everybody that I wanted to see, which is really hard. When I go to the States, it's really hard for me to see everybody that I need to see. And I got to see everybody that I needed to see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got to see everybody that I needed to see and then some. And I got to feel all the benefits. I got to feel all the benefits of living in the United States that sometimes you don't really, I mean, you realize and you understand and you know you're gonna miss it. And I've been missing a lot of these things, but I was there and I was just like, yo, when I need something, it's like you go to the store and get it, you know? I mean, you do the same thing here, but sometimes, like today, I bought ground chicken, which is usually 80 pesos a pound. Now all of a sudden it's 140 pesos a pound, just like that. And that happens anywhere, that happens everywhere. It's not a deal breaker, but there are certain things, there are certain regulations, there are just certain formalities, I don't know, that you get used to as somebody from the States. Getting up, going to the store, knowing about how much something is gonna cost, being able to get stupid, simple things, stupid and simply, free enterprise, being able to start a business overnight for $80, get the products, use it in a video, ship it out, same day, quick, 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 make money, quick, you know what I'm saying? Deal with my physical products. Something happens to a family member, I'm there. I've never been the closest person to people in my family. Good morning. I'm not a black sheep. I'm probably like a dark gray sheep. I don't have run-ins or bad interactions with people in my family. I'm very non-confrontational. If you see me being confrontational, I've been pushed to my absolute positive limit. If you ever see me being confrontational, I've been pushed to my limit because I don't like to get confrontational because I get crazy. And it's hard to take the things back that you do when you are full of rage. So I've worked on my anger, my rage for a very long time. LA helped me with that a lot. LA was calm, LA was quiet, LA was easygoing, but LA was bleeding me dry. And LA had me working harder than the hardest working slave, baby. I got bananas, I got eggplant, and it wasn't my cup of tea because I wasn't utilizing the reasons that I was out there. I wasn't going on manager and agent meetings. I wasn't going on auditions. I wasn't networking and collaborating. I wasn't going to events. I was just there living in my $3,000 condo, working my ass off. Now, if I was there living in my $3,000 condo, working my ass off and going on auditions and networking and going on agent and meetings and being social and dating and doing things like that, then I would say it was worth it. You know what I mean? It wasn't worth it the way I was living. And sometimes you have to have things taken away from you to see what it is exactly that you had. You know what I mean? There's a lot of scary things going on in America right now, so it makes me nervous to have the thought of wanting to not even so much move back permanently, but make more room for me to be there. You know what I mean? I don't need to be in Dominican Republic all year, every year. I mean, it's gonna be 2 years coming up in August, so it's been like a year and a half. And I want to do more. You know what I mean? I want to be able to travel. I can travel more. I want to actually travel more. I want to do the things that should have done. I've been talking to you guys about this for years. You guys are probably tired as fuck of hearing about it from me, how I should have toured and I should have done classes and meet and greets and stuff like that. And, you know, people are like kind of refinding me on social media again. And in the title, Good morning. Ooh, I didn't break. Only broke one egg. Okay. And in the title, I talk about things that I'm tired of people saying to me. I've been doing this for so long that I think people think in their head, well, yeah, I supported you a few years ago. I can't support you now. So they'll say things like, oh, I've been watching you since middle school, or I've been watching you here, and that's cool. But this isn't the middle school content. Like, I don't know how to explain it without sounding like a bitch, honey. I really don't know how to say that I feel like people are stuck in what I've done in the past. I get people who come all the time on new content and talk about what they've supported me like in the past. I'm like, okay, well, just support this content. Somebody will come on a completely new, fresh video and be like, oh, I've been watching you since 2013 AD. And I'd be like, okay, well, this is 2024. You can just leave a relevant current comment, or people will come and say, oh my God, they'll talk amongst each others on my post. Oh my God, is she still making content? Like on my TikTok, I'm not very active. They'll be like, oh my God, is she still making content? Just talk to me. Just ask me the question. Hey, Destiny, is this your page? Are you still? Yeah, obviously. Or people be like, oh my God, where did you go? I've been digitally in the same place for 15 years, and I wish people would stop playing in my face. I'm sorry. I had to say it. It's the weirdest thing. You know what I mean? And I just feel like, what? What are you talking about? Like, me and somebody was having a conversation where they were like, legitimately, you've had phases where you've kind of been spotty, but you've never stopped for like years. You've always been in the same YouTube channel. You've always had the same name. You have one of the world's most unique names. If people really wanted to find you, if they really wanted to see your content, they could. The same thing happened like when I go upstate and I'll see people who know me. Well, I'll go to New York, I'll see people who know me. They'll be like, oh my God, how are you? Where you been? Destiny Godly is my legit government name, which is, I fucking hate having exposed myself like that sometimes. But I'm the easiest person to find. If you really wanted to find me, you could have. My name is not like Amanda Smith or Brittany Brown, where there's a billion people with that name. So I kind of hate when people play in my face in that way, but I'm ready to move forward from that, on God. I just had to get out of my system because people have been like refinding me and just saying some of the weirdest things. I kind of hate when people will come and be like, oh my God, you deserve so much more recognition. So show me recognition and keep it a push. You know what I'm saying? Why are we constantly like, swimming in this sea of oh woe and oh pity and oh woe? Like, fucking leave a positive comment and keep it a push. You know what I'm saying? Am I a bitch? Be honest with me. Be real. Like, is that a bitchy thing to say? Like, it's like we're focusing on the positive. Like, I have a page where I'm focused on helping people start online businesses. And this guy came, oh my God, you must be so frustrated because your content doesn't come down my feed. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, could you fucking calm down? Calm down. Just leave a comment and keep it up. Like, coming and acting like I'm dying. I don't need your pity. If you're really concerned that my content is not coming down your feed, hit the bell. I'm living very well. Like, when people come with this, oh, you deserve $1 million. I don't know why you don't have $1 million. Like, save your pity for the Palestinians. There is way more tragic stuff going on in life than me not having 1 million subscribers. I've been self-employed since 2010. I'll never stop saying that. I'm very, very blessed. Do I want more? Yes. Do I think you should come to me and focus on lack? No. Because I'm going to say something and it's going to tick you off. Because I don't need pity and I don't want pity. If you don't want to, focus on what the current state of affairs is, don't say nothing. Don't come to my content like, oh my God, and then talking amongst your shit is disrespectful as fuck. You're gonna come in my content and have a conversation with somebody else about where you feel like I'm lacking? Look, hey. Don't do that. Be the change you want to see. Oh, I wish you got much more support. Support it. Run through, like some stuff, leave some comments, share it, and like, geez. But now that I got that out of my system, because I don't focus on that kind of thing anymore, but I really literally, like, I had to say something, because people will come, especially on TikTok, because I'm not very active over there. People will come and be like, oh my God, I've been watching her since I was 3. And what happened, blah, blah, blah. And I'll like comment back to them and they won't respond. And it's just like, so why are you in my content talking to other people about me? But then when I respond to you, you're not responding to me. Don't play in my face. Don't do that third party bullshit. Talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, what is that? Low key, I feel like people enjoy being like passive aggressive, nasty, sneaky, nasty, nice. But as quiet as it's kept, I'm doing very, very well. I'm just not coonish. I don't take time to sit down and schedule how I'm gonna rub what I've achieved in somebody's face. And not even saying that when people do that, it's all about rubbing it in your face. But a lot of people make sure that what they have is known. What they've done is being publicized. Who they're hanging out with is on their feed. And a lot of time it's part of their job, and that's cool. It's just not what I do. So if you're ever looking for me to start wearing tons of European clothing, hanging with people that I don't like to prove something to you, you're never gonna get that. And what I've learned is that people will only support you when it's cool to support you, when it's popular to support you, when they see other people that they respect supporting you, when you've been validated by the white machine, when you're paying publicists and managers and agents and PR and people to have stories written about you and da 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 da. It's such a game, it's such a machine, and I'm glad that it's now people are more aware of it. You know what I mean? Like, I remember a couple years ago, Shade Room did a post about their favorite Black beauty bloggers, and everybody was having a heart attack because they didn't mention me. And I wanted to tell them, like, Shade Room does not give a fuck about Black beauty bloggers. A Black beauty blogger paid to have this story ran and just included themselves and their friends to make it seem as though, oh, they're super relevant. And it's the machine. You know what I mean? And I wish people understood that, and I wish people would stop throwing pity parties with other people in my comments for whatever reason they feel fit. It's stupid to me. It's a machine. It's a game. It's pay Jewish people in Hollywood to validate you, you know what I mean, to other people. I've never done that. Perhaps I will do that. Perhaps I will pay publicists and PRs and managers to have puff pieces written and have it be a thing. But until then, I hate for people to come to me and act as though I'm living on the side of the road somewhere. Like, stop it. Like, I didn't even see anything. If somebody said something, I didn't see it. But yeah, you know what I mean? So back to the subject at hand. And I do want to start spending more time in the United States because I've been here and I absolutely love it and it's absolutely positively peaceful. But you know what can easily happen? You can easily start to become, I don't want to say complacent, but you can easily start to not move. You know what I mean? I have to throw all this crap away. You can easily start to not work. It's so calm here. Everybody's retired. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I do online work because I can stay in my bubble and motivate myself and do that and get going again. But I'm probably going to visit my friend in LA for like a couple weeks in the spring. Good morning. Visit in the spring and get some things together because there isn't a huge... It is so hot, I'm ready to pull this wig off. There isn't a huge, so I got, whoop. Hold on, I think I left my bag. I think I left my bag in my bike. There isn't a huge creator community here. And it's easy to get very like Okay, well, you know. Okay. I got the peptide cream from Beauty Stack. I still get PR. My mom has tons and tons and tons of PR. And I left most of it there because I'm going to visit her again in the spring. And try to sell it because it doesn't make sense to load this place up how my other place was loaded up. Oh my God, you guys. I left my bag in my bike. Hold on really quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh my God. Be right back. Okay. I'm back. Oh my God, you guys all stayed. But yeah, that's been the thought, you know, when I was up and I was seeing my mom and I had access just to so many. I could just be deprived. I could just be Walmart deprived. Oh, and let me show you guys what I bought. Everything that I bought back with me. Let me turn the light on. Ooh, it's so hot, honey. No, I didn't go to Carnival this year. It kind of rained. It rained. Everything looks so foggy. Ooh. Okay, I look a mess. I gotta do my hair and be cute. But hold on. Ooh, goddamn, it is so hot in here. Hold on, I'm sorry. And this fan doesn't really get as, they put a new fan up. It doesn't go as fast as my other one. Okay, so let me show you what I bought. Okay, so I got myself some little snacks, protein, 'cause I need to get my body back in shape. I need to start working out again. Peanut butter and raisins from my mom's house. Pre-workout. Baby wipes. These are some carb blockers that my mom had that I wanted to try. I figured, what the hell. Vitamin C, and there are like turmeric vitamins in there as well. Turmeric, women's 1 a day, mushroom, beets. I bought some PR. Cold and flu, because I have bad ears, and when I get congested, my life is just hell. So I've been wanting to try these whole body deodorants. I also got Lumi, but my mom liked it, so I let her keep it. Secret. I've been wanting to try this. I got some saline solution for my eyes, some oil for my hair. I found this in Walmart. I have never heard of this by Sharov C. Joma, I think it's, I don't know. Ready for my close-up. I don't know. Never heard of this brand. Decided to try it. It doesn't really look like my color. Tampons, of course. Color corrector. I love this Axe matte wax for my hair and for my eyebrows. I got some chickpeas for protein, Gorilla Glue because I be doing my nails. I got this Dr. Squatch soap because I've always been wanting to try it and it smells so good. I got these shower steamers. I got some Duo, their new glue. Some wrap foam because I got me a little short wig. And then I'm also going to, I got this from the United States. Coconut oil, body wash, some PR, tons of PR in here. I may do a separate haul. But yeah, this is all the stuff that I got when I was in the United States because all of this stuff would probably cost $1,000 to get here in DR. Oh my God, it's so hot and I'm so tired. I'm not gonna stay on long. Baby, the price went up on this. Oh, and he nearly gave me £4. It's ground chicken. I'll live. I will live. Prices are going up everywhere. It is what it is, and that's all it's gonna be. And I just wanted to pop in and say hey. Hey, Miss Carter. Oh, and I got this too, and I have been loving this. I was using this at my mom's house, and this oil, it smells so good. It feels so good on your skin. This Palmer's Coconut Hydrate Oil with Radiance Enhancing Blend of Oils. Really, really like this a lot. Really, really like that. And yeah, that's it, you guys. That's it. Oh yeah. I got a few bags of these, and I got a few bags of dishwashing tablets. Oh my God, it is so hot. It is so hot. And then for my food, I got some pasta, some garlic, some tomato paste. Yes. You know, that was really it. Oh yeah. I got this thing too, so I can make sure to drink my water, because one thing about me is it's really hard. I kind of discussed my mindset around that, so definitely save it. I can't give an affirmative or definitive yes or no, but I want to live somewhere in the middle. I do need to be in the United States a lot more. I do have businesses to run. I do have to maintain and be active in the physical product world and in the world where I have viewers and followers who are American, who I can work with and do different things with, networking, different things like that. So definitely save it. I look like a wild person. I think my hair really matches my mood today, which is kind of cute, kind of wild. It needs some taming. Absolutely. I slept like the dead last night. I was so tired. You know, I always wonder what the fuck men come into my videos for. And I'm not even gonna say that, because men who don't do makeup or stuff like that, like, get the fuck out of here, okay? Now, I'm trying to keep it cute, but it's coming out. Get the fuck out of here, all right? If you're not into makeup, if you're not into fashion, if you're not into me, like, I've never seen, like, I'll see people, I've never ended up in somebody's live who I don't support, I guess, in short. I've never ended up in somebody's live who I don't know who they are, or I don't support them, or I don't like them. I'm one of those people, if I don't like you, if I don't support you, you'll never see me in your content. I don't watch people who I don't like. I really don't. I actually go out of my way to ensure that I don't see them. And when I do see them, I delete them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, honey, do something cute. Maybe tomorrow. I think I need another day or two to recover, because I'm tired. I need to get back into Dominican Republic mode, which is slow and calm and easygoing. I'm feeling piped up. I was on the East Coast. I was in New York. I went to the city. I went to go see my family. I went to go see my mom. She's in Newark. I just need to come back down to Mars and make sure that I'm thinking and moving logically, because it's so easy to think and move off of your emotions and want to make fast, hasty decisions. Because when I was up there, I was just like, yeah, I need to move back, like, now. And it's just because everything was so easy, you know what I mean? But I also have to remember the reasons that I wasn't loving my American life, you know what I mean? There are a lot of things going on that are not going on here, you know what I mean? And, you know, so I have to make sure that I'm moving from logic And I have to make sure that what I'm doing is going to serve me in the long run. And I have to make sure that I'm not moving backwards. And I have to make sure that wherever I am, I love it for myself and not just for my business, or also for my business and not just for myself, because it's two sides of that coin that I have to maintain a balance there. And that's that. You know what I mean? And just being a fixture online, like you guys are going to hear me talk about my online experience. So I kind of hate when people get all up in arms because people do it all the time. There's so many people online talking about so much toxicity. I've never really been one of these types of people who come on and show you the absolute craziness and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I just hate when people act like I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing the most. And it's just like I can give you several examples of how I'm not, and then people who are. You know what I mean? So, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. Life is treating me well. Life wants me to make some decisions about where I need to be and what I need to be doing with my craft. You know what I mean? So I have some thinking to do there and some maneuvering and stuff like that, And that's it. And everything's good other than that. Even though I came in hot. I know I came in hot, but I had to get it off my chest because I get tired of, I did a video about the difference between supporters and surrounders. I get tired of people who pose as supporters, but you're really just surrounding me. You're really just waiting for me to fall, but you're asking questions as though you're a supporter, and you're not. You're not a supporter. I don't move the way you want me to move. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going broke proving that I'm rich. I'm not, you guys know what it is. And I hate when people pretend like they don't. I hate when people pretend like they don't love fakeness and fake people and fake movements. Like y'all, like so many people love that. So many people, stop supporting when you are not a hyper consumer, when you don't put yourself on a pedestal, because people generally need to feel like you're a little bit better than them. And because I'm somewhat of a humble person, and I hate that word because I don't really think I'm that humble, I'm just not going out of my way to stand over you. I'm not going out of my way to do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. And I don't like saying those kind of things. People get all up in arms because when you start talking about things and people they know can fit those shoes, they automatically think that you're talking about those people. And it's a really sad mental thing. I could ramble off 15 different characteristics that millions of people fit. But because you think my life is nothing more than social media, you'll already, oh, you're talking about so-and-so. She didn't say anything to you, and you're just this. And it's just like, y'all, like, some of y'all too old to not have grown up yet. You know what I mean? Hi, Noyan. Thank you so much. Hey, Goku Black. No, I'm not moving back. And I just told somebody that I can't give an answer, and here I am giving you an answer. Thank you so much. What I am going to do is I'm going to start, because the life that I live here allows me so much financial freedom. I am going to start being in the States more. I am going to start doing more of the things that I really need to have been doing 15 years ago. Like, honestly, like, it's so much. It's so much. You know what I mean? And it's just been what I've been thinking about lately. Like, when I was in the States, I was just like, damn. On the business front, when it comes to importing, exporting, and doing certain things, you guys got it made. You guys got it made in the shade. You can get just about anything that you want shipped to you. You can order some boxes. You could set up a free website, and you could be booming, and you could start a new business in a matter of 45 minutes for less than $100. I've done it so many times. I've done it with so many different products. I've done it with fitness products. I've done it with beauty products. I've done it with hair. I've done it with makeup. I created a whole business in my condo, gem blender. Like, it's like you can't do that in practically any other place other than the United States, baby. And that's the capitalist in me who wants to start businesses and who wants to be in the mix and who wants to, do all the things that can be done. You know what I mean? As soon as I use something, I want to turn it into a business, you know. And it's so easy to do that in the States. And I've done it like time and time again. And not being able to feed that part of me, not being able to express that area of my personality and who I am as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, it's like eating me up inside. It's so hard to not be able to do that section of business, and it's so easy to think, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overexerted, I don't want to do that anymore. And you're like, okay, cool, and I've been here for a year. It's just like, oh my God, I want to start a business. I want to start a business. I want to order products from a wholesaler. I want to build a website. I want to find my target market, and I enjoy doing that. I enjoy doing that. I am the Black female Gary Vee. I've been doing that since the beginning of my existence. I've been doing that since I've been 5 and 6 years old, going to the store, buying products, doing different things to them, going places, selling them, making arts and crafts and stuff. And it can be hard when you can't really do that anymore. Oh my God. So I have my cousin Mona. I have my cousin who is helping me. She's kind of like my drop shipper, but there's absolutely, positively nothing like doing it yourself. There's nothing like waking up in the middle of the night and just feeling like, you know what, I have a really great idea for a product. Or, ooh, I really want to add this to my website. Or I've been doing makeup videos lately and I really want to sell these lashes that look like this and do that. Get up, boom, you're on Alibaba, you're on AliExpress, you're on DHgate, you're ordering the raw materials, or you're ordering, the pieces that you need, you're getting your envelopes, like, it's killing me. Don't do that, Nico. Don't have me in here scared. Don't do that. Get off my video. I hate when people do things like that because you're gonna have me in here by myself scared. Okay, so that's why you miss the US. Now tell us why you like it there so much. It is calm. It is easygoing. Bye Goku. Thank you so much, Mona. It's calm, it's easygoing, it's relaxing, it's refreshing. The cost of living is low. You step outside and there's just beauty and there's just nature. I live close to the beach. The people are kind and calm, contrary to popular belief. It's just a fresh environment. It's a fresh take on life. It's slower. You know what I mean? Okay, Nico, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that though. And it's just a refreshing take on life. It really is. And I really wish that the countries were set up in a way to allow you to have balance. And they are. The countries, well, not every country is. I live in Dominican Republic, in Punta Cana. And if you've ever come here on vacation, you know what it is. It's just calm. Like, I woke up today super early. I went to go get my packages. I went to the grocery store. You ride through the streets, and it's just a different life than what I was living in LA. It's like exactly the 180. Living in LA, everything is all about what you drive and who you know and what you do and how much money you have and what kind of bag you're carrying and what year car is that. Oh, you got the 2002. Oh my God, I got the 2024. Oh, you're not hanging out with this person anymore. Oh my God, are you going to this club tonight? Are you doing this? Are you drinking that? Are you smoking that? And it's just so fake. And let me also say, that's not all of LA. You know what I mean? That's not all of the United States. And a lot of times you see what you focus on. And I think after a while of being in LA, doing what I do for a living, That's just a lot of what it was, and it was just so irritating. It was so irritating. Do you have to worry about? No, you really don't. There's something geographically where a lot of the things that happen, like with Florida and Puerto Rico, it's just not. It just doesn't happen here. We do get hurricanes, but I don't live close enough to the beach for it to affect me. And I live in a very established, I guess you could say. Where I live used to be a resort, so it's very established, it's very strong. The walls are made of concrete. So that's one thing that I've noticed about traveling. In the United States, the walls are made of like, what's that stuff called? I don't know what it's called. But everything here is made of concrete. The floors are stone, the walls are concrete. You know what I mean? So nothing really happens that way. The thing that I think the drawbacks here is I don't get mail. I can't get my packages. So as a creator, I'm at a disadvantage. I have to pay a lot to get things shipped over here. Like I got a small drywall, thank you. I got a small cheap little handbag and some lotion, some face lotion, and I had to pay like $10 to get it. So I have all of my PR going to my mom's house. Where are these weird people coming from? Oh my God. I had to leave all my PR at my mom's house. I could have bought it here, but I should have. I kind of feel like I should have bought it. But honestly, I was supposed to sell it. But when I was up there and I got with my family and I was hanging out with my mom and everything like that, the last thing that I wanted to do was worry about posting products, shipping them, and doing all types of weird stuff. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to worry about that. But I do miss that part of my life. I just think I don't miss it being my whole life. So what I think I'm gonna do, as I've been saying, is try to find a balance. I want to go and be a part of the America's capitalism, working, doing my business, selling my products, doing meet and greets, doing classes, interacting with my followers and my supporters. And then when I get overwhelmed, I want to come back here. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's fair. I'm pretty sure somebody with a high moral compass will find something wrong with that. I was watching this girl's page. She's an expat and she talks about living that kind of life. And people were tearing her apart in the comments. And it's just like, you can't win. You know what I mean? But yes, that's pretty much what I want to do. And I wish I could find a place in LA for the same like price I'm paying here and live there half the year and live here half the year. And I would love for the half the year that I'm not here to rent it out. You know what I mean? So these are the things that I'm thinking about. These are the things that I'm working on. I feel like I gained a couple pounds while I was there. My face is looking real round. My nails weren't done the whole time I was there. I'm not the girl who travels and is super cute. And I think I fall apart when I travel. I have so many things going on in my head. I have so many family in so many places. I don't know. When I travel, I almost don't dress nice. My nails are not, I'm not a good traveler. And that's something that I need to work on too. I need to travel more. I need to work on my travel wardrobe. I need to work on my travel mindset. I get so flustered. I never quite settle down. There are people who will be somewhere for a week. The first day to get there, they're like hanging their stuff up. They're normal. They look cute. I'm like, I don't do well. Do you need to go back to the LA? Can't you move to another place in the States? I don't need to go back to LA, but you know what? I have people in LA where I could kind of like couch surf. And then my friend in LA, she wants me to help her with her business. And then I have the East Coast. Of course, I have family in New Jersey and New York. I have my brother who lives in South Carolina. I've thought about Atlanta. And I know that everybody wants to move to Atlanta and everybody has been moving to Atlanta. I went to go visit my brother in Atlanta one time and it was nice. But I didn't really get to explore the the things that I would be into in Atlanta. With him, I just got absolutely too drunk, and we ate. I have. You know what, Mona? I'm sorry. I have classes on how to start a business, but you know what the thing is? I was up last night and I was thinking I need to do a mini class on how to start a business for under $100. I really do. You know, I've heard that about Texas, and I have a couple friends in Texas. Honey, this ain't Texas, honey. You know, I'm excited. I'm very happy. I'm looking forward to finally starting to really live. I don't feel like I've been living for a long time. I've been alive. I got you. I got you. And the thing about it is, you got to go to thegodlyguide.com. I have so many great courses, but you know what I'm working on? I'm working on the clarity of my offer. In a course that says something like how to start a business for under $100, that is exactly like it has the SEO, it has a target market, it has, you know, what you're going to gain from the course. So all that is really, really important. I have how to start your business online. I have how to influence for your companies and others. I have a couple of beauty courses, of course. I have how to pitch as a creative, because a lot of times we as creators, when companies don't come running to us, it can kind of hurt our ego, and we can see other people working with companies and be like, okay, but what about me? Or why didn't you? There's so many creators, there's so many companies. You have to learn how to pitch companies for an idea. If you want products, if you want a service, if you want to, you know, experience something they have, if you want to stay in their hotel, if you want to stay in somebody's Airbnb, you have to learn how to pitch them, how to create a story, how to keep them at the forefront of the objective. And there's so many courses that I'm working on right now. And when I first moved from LA to Dominican Republic, my objective was to focus on digital products. There's no overhead, there's no restocking. I don't do refunds because you can't unlearn what I taught you. But I really feel like knowledge entrepreneurs and knowledge courses are the new wave. I feel like people can't afford traditional education, and I feel like there are so many opportunities online to make amazing money that's what I've been focusing on. But I'm a Cancer. I get that a lot though, because Capricorns love them some money, honey. Cancers love stability. You know, I just really feel like it's really important. I'm not the kind of entrepreneur who's gonna tell you, you have to quit your job, 9 to 5 suck. I don't believe in the 9 to 5 structure, but what I will say is everybody needs more sources of income. You can never have too many sources of income. There will never be a day and age where you can't use an extra $500 a month, $1,000 a month for your kids' extracurricular activities, travel, your phone bill, emergencies. You know, I see and I'm around people who are online and they say things like, oh, y'all take social media too seriously. And then when something happens to them, they're the first person posting a GoFundMe. You don't take social media seriously enough. You know what I mean? Don't start. You don't take social media serious enough. Do you know that if you were to invest in the right set of ads, if you were to put out the right organic media, you could reach people all over the whole world for free. As a business owner, that is the absolute dream. Through TV, newspaper marketing, putting your stuff in the mail, you'll never get the reach that you will online. What I will also say is, for those of us who are fully immersed in the online world, I think we need to work in the inverse. I think we need to start getting ads in newspapers. We need to start handing out flyers. We need to start using mail marketing, because I feel like it's a balance. And that's something that's exactly where I am right now. It's like, yeah, I've been working online for 15 plus years. I need to start meeting people face to face. I need to start working with people face to face. I need to start leveraging myself in real life, in real time. And I think that is a realization that I've had. Like when I was in the States, I've never toured, I've never done meet and greets, I've never operated outside of having imposter syndrome. And then going to a few events in LA. And of all the influencers, the first influencers that you should meet should not be from LA. People who move to people who move to LA and people who work in LA and people who decide to take LA as their home for media, for acting, for whatever the case may be. Ruthless? I don't know if that's the word that I'm looking for. But what I've found about places like New York and LA, and I'm sure other markets, I've never been to Chicago, they're willing to do anything. They're willing to go to any length. They completely change who they are. They change their name. They change their face. They change their body. They change their accents. They completely become different people to get to a goal, and it's scary. When I first moved to LA, I was in acting classes, and I would meet people, and they'd be like who they are, and then I'd see them 1, 2, 3 years later, and you'd be like, what? Who are you? What happened to you? And they're a completely different person. Not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that if you're not ready to contend with that kind of personality disorder or whatever, hey, it can be a fucking trip. This channel is about me, ultimately. My life, makeup educator, and my new life abroad. I've never been to New Orleans. I've never been to New Orleans. I asked because I got a reading yesterday, and my wife gonna be a Capricorn. The lady said I'd love her teeth and her smile. Oh, well, you know what? You can't go wrong with a Capricorn. I've actually met a lot of really great Capricorns. I really have. I'm a Cancer through and through. I'm a cusp sign Cancer, because that means I'm a Cancer and a Gemini. But I'm healed and I am evolved. And I don't even like to use the word evolved because I've been watching Myron Golden, and he says the word evolved denotes no effort. So I will say that I'm a developed Cancer. My birthday is June 21st, and a lot of people try to take Cancer from me, and I won't let it happen. I'm a cusp sign. I'm the cusp of magic. I'm very creative. I'm nurturing. I'm self-aware. I'm emotionally intelligent. They say that I'm moody, but I'm not. I just pay attention to every single thing all the single time. I pay attention to everything. I can feel energy. I can sense energy. And I think when you're young, you're very reactive to it. You're very reactive to the energy change. You can feel it. Their energy changes, your energy changes. And it becomes a battle of suppressing the urge to let people know that you see them. And then they say, oh, then we're passive aggressive. And it's just like, no, I might be a little passive aggressive, but if I'm aggressive, I'll be in prison. I can't let it all hang out. So yeah, I'm an Aries, the best sign. I'm afraid of fire signs. I have a friend that's an Aries, and I always tell him, I don't think I could ever really date an Aries because I'm a very sensitive person. And I can't be with somebody who's not going to take my feelings into the absolute positive. I mean, I can't, you have to be overly considerate of I'm a Cancer. I may have to be with another water sign. I'm too sensitive. I feel things all the way through, and I'm just not somebody you can be careless with. You can't speak to me in a careless way. You can't treat me in a careless way. You can't show me that you didn't consider me, my time, my feelings. I'm gonna do the same for you. And I can't, I don't buy the Leos. I don't. I usually don't. I do have a Leo that I do like, but I've always been trying to find out what else is in her chart. I don't vibe with Leos. I don't vibe with Sagittarius. And that really sucks. My dad is a Sagittarius. We have a wonderful relationship. But because he's my dad, I feel like he takes a lot of effort to work with me because he knows I'm very sensitive. And, you know, so I think that's just him and I. You know what I mean? There are probably other cancers who can't stand him, but my dad, he must also have something else. When I like somebody that I'm not supposed to like, I be like, they got something else in their chart. They have to. They gotta have some water in their chart. Hey Lori, I enjoyed the live. I have to go. We'll check the website. I'll be looking forward to everything you have in store. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm not terrified of water signs in the way of fire signs in the way that says, oh my God, you're gonna beat me up. So my experience with water signs, and this could be unhealed, undeveloped water signs. But my experience with water signs have been, I'm toxic and I'm proud. I'm a baby and I'm proud. I'm messy and I'm proud. And it's like, and I will rip you to shreds. And you don't know that because I'm also very nurturing and I suppress all of that toxicity because I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? I need to do this, I need to do that. But that has been my experience. I'm messy and I'm proud. I'm a mean girl. It's just like, I guess as the mother of the Zodiac. Sir, who is this? Is this somebody I know? You know, that's been my experience with water signs. Even like my good water sign friends, everybody is not the same. That's why I said it may be that they've been, you know, undeveloped, or they're going through something, or they're using that energy to combat something else. Or sometimes being the mother of the Zodiac, I think sometimes that side of people will come out. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like babyish side, because they know that I'm gonna be like, why you acting crazy, little crazy? You know what I mean? And they'll be like, because I'm a baby. And I'm like, you're not a baby, you're a big boy. It's just like, I don't want to do that, child. You know what I mean? Hey, gorgeous Cancerian gang. Hey, yes, you know. But in all, guys, you know, it's you know, this has been a journey. I have something in my eye. I always have something in my eye. I even bought some eye wash when I was in Walmart. I love Walmart. I love Walmart. I went to the mall. I loved it. You know, I did really stupid, simple American things that you just take advantage. You just take for granted. The dollar store. I feel like I've gained weight. I feel like I gained weight up there. My face feels rounder. It could be this bra that's hiking my tits all the way up. I've been wanting to get a reduction. But yeah, guys, I did things that, you know, you just take for granted. But once you start doing it every day, once you have access to Walmart and the dollar store every day, and once you can just walk out your house and walk a few blocks and there's strip malls and shopping malls, you know what I mean? You kind of get over it. I don't really have that. Good day. I don't really have that access to that kind of stuff here. There are no dollar stores here. There aren't many strip malls that have the kind of things that as an American you're used to. But I don't know. Life is for the living. I'm definitely not done. I really love the online space. Yeah, I really love the online space. I really enjoy being able to work how I do. Hey, were you in the Friday movie? The original Friday movie? Well, number one, no. I haven't been in any movies, really. Child, no. I wasn't. Um, yeah, you know, I think I just need a, I think I just need, what was I gonna say? A balance of the two. No, 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 no. I think I just need a balance of the two lives. I think I need to live like maybe a quarter of the year here, here, and here. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that would be something that would be good. Oh my God. So when you, like, for those of you who don't follow my page, is there somewhere where you're seeing that, oh, this random bitch is live and you decide to go in and check in? This is the weirdest thing. I've never been on someone's live who I don't know who they are or I don't follow them. I just haven't. You know what I mean? But I'm not a weirdo like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Yeah, I'm child. What I've come to realize is that being an influencer, working online, it pops up. It's so weird. Like, I think a lot of people are just maybe young or weird, or they feel desperate or they're ignorant. I understand that being an influencer is a very, very coveted thing now, and I've been doing it for a very long time. I've been blessed. I've been an influencer. I've been self-employed since 2010. You can look through my channel. I have 300 some odd thousand subscribers. I have over 60 million views. I make money from digital products. I make money from YouTube. I make money from Amazon. I make money from Rakuten. I make money from ShopSense, Style Collective. I work with brands. I work with companies. I do UGC. I know that hurts a lot of people's feelings. I know that a lot of people feel stuck. I know that a lot of people have no knowledge of the online space. I know a lot of people feel tardy to the party. I know a lot of people feel destitute and down and dark, and they take that out on influencers a lot. And oh well. I mean, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Sammy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, and honestly, that's why I began to create educational courses, because a lot of the people who really hate their lives and in turn around and hate other people or say things like get a real job. No, I'll never get a real job, babe. There's no need to. You know what I mean? My real job is creating income, right? My real job is educating. My real job is connecting with people and making their life easier if I can. And that's why I've always succeeded, because I've never came to flex. I never came to just be cute on the camera, and that's cool, you can do that. But because I've always been an educator, because I've always looked to uplift people, it's come back to me. And of course, you know, a lot of people say, well, I think you should be doing better, or I think you should have more followers or more views, or, you know, the vanity metrics. People are very invested in vanity metrics. But that's something that I've always tried to tell people as well. Like, you don't need to have 1 million followers online to make a great living. You don't need to have 1 million followers online to make a substantial extra stream of income. You know what I mean? A lot of people come into this space and they see me, some black girl who doesn't look ambiguous, who has black gums. Everything about me is black. You know what I mean? So when they see me, they're confused as to why I'm valued. And who are you? And what are you doing? And what are you talking about? And why do you have a following? And how are you making a living? And how are you financially stable off of being online? Like, I don't value you. I don't like how you look. I don't like, you know what I mean? Exactly. And this is what I've really began to want to teach, because there are people who think like that, and there are people who are thought of like that, who feel that they have no value, who feel like they don't have a place in an industry where their face is being shown, their body's being shown, where they're going to be judged and they don't feel that they can affect things in a positive way. They don't feel like they can teach somebody something. There's so many people who have so many different forms of knowledge that people will value and people will pay you for. People will pay you just to hear you talk about your experience. You know what I mean? I was talking to a cousin of mine who he feels really down and he feels really low. He spent a lot of time in jail. He's been affected by addiction. He's now clean and he's living a better life, but he feels like, oh, there's nothing I can do with my, nobody wants to hear anything from me. Like, you beat the odds. Like, you're a black man who's overcome so much adversity. You could really affect people. You could write a book. You could talk to people and talk them through the hardships that you've gone through. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't underestimate yourself because people don't have you at a certain level. It can be hard. I've gone through it. I've gone through it publicly. I have videos up where I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where you need to. He can help so many people, and I'm just like, you're bugging out. Like, oh my God. All of us have $1 million courses, books, educational, public speaking within us. And it's so easy to feel like, oh, I don't look this way or I'm not this way. I'm not a black Barbie type. Like, I come on here with a stocking cap on, child. Like, I have no nails, I don't have big crazy lashes on. I don't have the body job, you know what I'm saying? People, it's hard. It can be hard, but there's so much room for everybody to make it and for everybody to do something amazing. And that's also not to say that, oh, everybody has to do it full time. Everybody has to quit their job. No. But I feel like having, extra sources of income, whether it be whether it just be something that you learn to teach your child, because that's one thing that I was talking to a friend about. She was like, my kid is addicted to YouTube Kids. I really want to do a product reviewing channel with her. She's a cute little girl. She has a great personality. She loves YouTube. She's always like setting up things and pretending, hi guys, today I'm going to show you this. And I'm like, you absolutely should. You absolutely should. And then you should absolutely take advantage of free enterprise, of wholesale websites, order a product, incorporate it into your branding, and make it a part of your brand and sell it. Wow, I just had this conversation with my friend other. Yeah, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Craig. Absolutely. I'm just having fun over here. I love the internet because we can chop it up with people. Absolutely. Not only can you chop it up with people everywhere, you can market to people everywhere. You can sell your products to people everywhere. You can sell your services to people everywhere. And this is a time that we've never had it this easy. We've never had it this good. These social sites are free. Instagram, TikTok Shop. It's making people hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, and then I hear people complain, oh, you guys take social media too serious. Oh, you guys are on here all day. Or, oh, you guys need to get a real job. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? You want to see me in an office setting so bad, in a button-up shirt, in some pleated pants, with stocking socks on, sitting and clicking, and then no! I don't want that for myself. There's nothing wrong with it. And I hate talking about entrepreneurship versus 9-to-5s because a lot of people get the notion that I'm talking down on 9-to-5 or I'm talking down on people who have 9-to-5. Absolutely, positively not, but it just doesn't work for everybody. It doesn't work for everybody. And I personally, I can't do things that don't make me happy. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I can and I have for years. I'm not going to flex like I never had a 9-to-5. Give me a break. I've had all the 9-to-5s. I've worked in factories. I went to school. I was a graphic artist. I worked in photography. I've worked, in government offices. I've done call center work. I worked at KFC, Walmart, Arby's. I worked at Wendy's. I worked at Ruby Tuesdays. I worked at Houlihan's. I worked in diners. I used to hand out the newspaper outside of Newark Penn Station, the Star Ledger. I did today, which is why I know that I can't do it, which is why I know it doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? It puts me in a place of, I can't do this. Some people are stronger than me in that sense. You know what I mean? And then some people love it. And that's cool too. There are people who are like, I love my 9 to 5. I love my job. You know what I mean? I like things in a certain way. I like having health insurance and this built in. I love my vacations built in like this. I love knowing that I'm going to have a retirement like this. I know that, and that is cool, and I love that for people. But I just, you know what it is? I just feel like there's so many opportunities online to make money that I feel like just pick one, a simple one, an easy one, and just have a few extra bucks coming in a month. But that's because I'm officially like, I'm a gigger now. You know what I mean? Outside of like having my own businesses, when it comes to extra streams of income, I'm pretty much a gig worker. And some people like that and some people hate it. Some people hate it because when you're new to it and when it's something that you're not well versed in, it feels like feast or famine. You know, there'll be months where you make $10, $15, $20,000, and then there'll be months where you make nothing. And you know what I mean? And you have to be one of those kind of people that have the mindset that says, well, I would rather have made $0 this month and been able to work toward my dreams than to have made $8,000 or $10,000, you know, working and doing things for other people. You know what I mean? I'd rather have the opportunity to make $100,000 and have made nothing than to not have had that opportunity and made 5 or however much. You know what I mean? You have to be, you know, it has to align. It has to align. So when you hear me, you know, maybe talking about business courses or whatever the case may be, that's for the select few. That's for the people who want that. Hey, Kiki. That's for the people who want the freedom and value it. That's for the people who are like, no, I'd rather go 20 years and only make, you know, 80,000. I'd rather not 20 years, Jesus. I'd rather go 5 years and only make $10,000, and then on that 6th year, pull in 5 million because I've been working and sowing and planting seeds and sowing and watering and, you know, working and manifesting and doing what I got to do. You know what I mean? Some people cannot handle that. Some people cannot go a month without making a check. And not only can their life not afford it because maybe they have kids or they have liabilities, they have rent, they have cars, they have debt, they have credit cards and other things like that, where they can't afford to. And then there are the people who are like, yeah, you know, when I first got into freelancing and working as an entrepreneur, I had to make my life smaller. I couldn't go out as much. You know, I didn't have a car at the time. I had to downsize my apartment. I couldn't eat out as much, but I was free. And I was home and I was doing research and I was building systems and I was learning and I was implementing what I was learning into small businesses and making a little bit here and making a little bit there, maybe taking some L's and turning those L's into lessons and building my toolkit. You know what I mean? You can go 3, 4, 5 years and not make much. And in that 6th, 7th, 8th year, baby, you're a millionaire. You know what I mean? And you have the freedom and you have the things to do what you want. It really depends. It really depends on what you want. You know what I mean? I'm not here to, you know, make anybody feel bad about anything. It's just not my vibe. You know what I mean? If you see me trying to make somebody feel bad about something, I'm gonna tell you that they deserve it because I don't be out here trying to bother people. I really don't. I'm a really calm, laid back person. I don't like drama. I don't like fighting and arguing. I just don't like it. Like, I shut down. Somebody wants to fight and argue with me? No. I don't like to go back and forth. I'm trying to wipe you out. First round. And that's why they say, oh, you know, cancers are mean. And it's just like, because I don't want to go back and forth. I don't want to go back and forth. I don't want to go back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, even with the Nicki and the Meg thing, I understand both parties, but one thing I will say is if you start a fight with somebody, you don't get to choose how they respond. You know what I mean? Oh, she went too hard. Oh, she did too much. Yeah, if you start with me, you can come at me with a plastic butter knife. I'm pulling out a machete. Okay? A machete. No, I'm pulling out a machete. I don't want to go back and forth with you, sis. I'm trying to take you out. I can't go back and forth with you. I get too heated and it gets too crazy. I've been there. You know, people who are willing to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can tell that you've never really hurt anybody in your life because this is fun for you. I'm scared. I'm scared because you're playing with me and I don't play. Like you know what I mean? I hate it. I hate all that negative energy. You know what I mean? So I don't do that. I don't be trying to do anything with anybody. Nikki started with Meg. You know, I don't know. You know, being an influencer, one thing I will say is because we're not in the spaces, because we're not in the rooms, because we don't have the friends, we don't know who started with who. We don't know who said what to who and it got back to her. We don't know what events they were at and it was making eyes and it was saying, because I've had bad energy with other influencers and a lot of people will come to me, well, so-and-so never said anything about you. Oh, were you at the NARS event? Oh, were you at the Too Faced event? Oh, were you at so-and-so's birthday party where she was popping mad shit to me? You weren't there. You don't know. You're not a part of their lives. So for me, I never know, you know what I mean? And I'm quickly to just put my hands up and say, hey, I don't know. I really don't know. You know what I mean? Because I've been there. I've been in situations where people have said disgusting, horrible things to me. And if you take a shot, and that's the thing. When it comes to speaking your piece, sometimes you have to say it when it happens. Because if somebody said something negative to me at a party, and then I retaliate by saying something negative online, to everybody watching, oh, you're just mad and you're just bitter. If somebody says something to you negative at a party, you should address it at that party. Because if you address it in a song, if you address it, you know, online, if you address it in a video, everyone watching is like, girl, and what? She didn't say anything to you. Baby, you don't know what was said to me. You don't know who's playing telephone, who's calling my phone, who's sending me emails, who's saying nasty things. You don't know what kind of relationship we had in 2010, 11. Like people, you know, you just don't know. And it becomes a situation where you just look like an idiot. You know what I mean? Which is why I really don't do a whole bunch of networking and stuff like that because it's all very petty. It all gets very catty. You know, people love to say little funny things. People love to drop little subs and do little goofy things that it's supposed to be that only you can see. You know what I mean? And then you react to it and it becomes, oh, you're the bad person. You know what I mean? It's all so petty and so messy. Honestly, that's one of the reasons also that I moved over here. Nobody knows me over here. Nobody bothers me over here. I still work online, but I don't feel the need to go out and network and communicate and collaborate with people because there's nothing here. And that's it. You know what I mean? You can't let the pot bubble over. You have to address things at the time. And I've been that kind of person where something will happen to me. Maybe somebody will step on my foot. Somebody will slam a door in my face. You don't address it at that time. You're carrying this negative energy all day or this irritation, and then you bubble up and you go off on the wrong person. And it's just like, no, you should have said something to that girl in the grocery store who slammed the door in your face. You should have said something to that chick in McDonald's who stepped on your foot. You know what I mean? That happened a week ago. You've been carrying around this irritation and you bubble up and boil over and, you know, you go at somebody who didn't do anything to you. You know what I mean? So with those instances, I never really have much of a say because I know how people move, especially in the industry, especially in Hollywood. I know how people move. I know how petty women are. And I know that Meg is supposed to be the good queen in this. But I know chicks. I know chicks like she had her hand in something. You know what I mean? And I'm a Nicki fan, I'm a Meg fan, you know what I'm saying, but I don't really think people popping off for no reason. I really don't. I really don't. I think sometimes things can be taken out of context. You know what I mean? I think sometimes you want to seek clarity in things. But when somebody says a certain series of things to you, it's like there's too many, it's too many instances for this to be a coincidence. So you were talking to me. You did mean what you said. It wasn't, oh no, it wasn't like that. No, I was just saying it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't saying it like that, like that. I was just, no. You said what you said and you meant what you said. You know what I mean? And then that's the New Yorker in you too. Like, no, you know, you don't have to explain too much. Like, I'm not dumb. Number one, dummy. I heard what you said. I know what you meant. And now I'm coming for your whole throat. I don't want to explain anything. I don't want you to explain anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Things get out of hand and you just be like, this is what I don't really associate between people. No. My rule is I'm only holding things in for 24 hours. I try to process my part and then I address it. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? I do like that because that gives you a chance to really move logically and not emotionally. Anytime I've moved from pure emotion, it's been a mess. Anytime I've moved from pure anger, even from pure joy, from pure sadness, anytime I've moved purely from emotion, it's been a mess. Whether it's been in work, love, friendships, it's a mess. Talking things to social media don't help either. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But you know, people get their egos and all types of stuff involved. And then you have all these people between you, all these middlemen, all these managers, all these agents, all this entourage, all these people. Because I would have been like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So what was up with that you had said? What was that supposed to mean? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't really like that. I felt like you was trying to come for me. And if you were going to come for me, just let me know because I'll meet you halfway. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, because I was going to say. Okay, because I was in my car. I was on my way to you. You know, it's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you work in any of the kind of industries, any of the kind of media, models, actors, makeup artists, and there's a whole bunch of people doing exactly what you do, and it's like you network and you try to play nasty nice, because there's a lot of people who only maintain relationships for the art of climbing one another, and that's cool, and that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of artists who will act like they're best friends, and they hate each other. Guts. You know what I mean? But it becomes one of those things where you have to get through so many people to get to that one person. And you just, you know what I'm saying, you want to say something. Hey, honey, thank you so much. Yes, I have done and said things I can never take back due to acting out of emotions. Absolutely. And it's a sad thing, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you find out that you were wrong about something, or sometimes you find out that it wasn't meant that way and it truly wasn't. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you find out that, yeah, it was ABC XYZ, but it's because you ABC XYZ, and it's just like, dang, and I can't even, you can't rectify it. You know what I mean? That's one of the sucky things about moving from emotion. You know, especially when it comes to with work and career stuff, it's just like, yo. I've honestly, I used to do a lot of videos about celebrity gossip and news and current events and what's going on and da 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 da. I don't even do those kind of things anymore because I've been at events and I've met celebrities who have told me that they watch my videos, and unless that's what you want to do with your whole online career, you never know who you're going to end up working with. You never know who you're going to end up meeting. You never know who's going to be holding your next check. You never know who's going to be the connection between you and somebody else. You never know who's going to be that bridge. And that's not to say don't speak your piece and don't have your opinion, but it can be a really interesting thing to meet people. Thank you so much, Sheila. It can always be really interesting to meet people that can help you with your coming up, and you've gone and said something dumb, or I don't know. The world's getting smaller with social media. The lines between regular person, influencer, artist, celebrity, they're all blurring. They're all blurring. We have everyday people who come on, tell their stories, become celebrities. We have influencers who become actors. We have actors who become influencers and do this interweaving of craft and art, interests, personalities, and it's getting real. And that's really it. For me, I don't know. I just do my thing. I have my courses, and I am Mona. If you're still watching, I don't think she is though. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to put it together, and it may just be a series of videos. It may kind of be like a lecture course because I have tons of knowledge. I have tons of knowledge when it comes to digital business, online entrepreneurship, influencing, content creation, behind the camera stuff. And I know there are a lot of people who want to learn that kind of thing. I have a lot of people who comment and compliment the quality of my content. Don't take this live into consideration, but yeah. Absolutely, Lori. And that's that's a really good thing to do because I feel like people, we love entertainment and, kind of like empty content that has cool transitions and we love it. I mean, honestly. But I think people need an inspiring word because I couldn't imagine, hey Shaw Jones, I couldn't imagine being like 18 right now where it's like, am I gonna get an education? Am I gonna get into influencing? I wanna work online. I wanna be that girl. You see so many young girls who are coming on, this is how I made 6 figures this morning before I brushed my teeth. And you're just like, now bitch, wait. Now, I can't imagine being that young and that impressionable. And then I feel like things are moving backwards with the colorism and racism and a lot of weird stuff. I really, really do. I just can't imagine being that young and having so many questions. You know what I mean? Having so many questions about life, so many questions about my career, so many questions about everything. You know what I mean? There's so many different life stories being told. Hey, Jared. There's so many different life stories being told. You have the young people who are showing you, oh, I'm super young and I had a kid and we're making it work, but don't worry, we're online stars, we're celebrities. And then I see, young people who are taking FBA and who are doing digital drop shipping and who are doing digital products and they're pushing the I'm a millionaire, I'm a young millionaire. And then you have the young people who are like, I think that's a good route to take because I can only imagine how hard it is. I already feel like I have my path down, but I mean, I've sown so many seeds and I'm capable of so many things. I just don't worry, but I can't imagine being, 18 at this time, because being discouraged. Oh my God, the surgeries right now. People getting their faces shaved down. People who are like, your body's not even done developing and you've already got breast implants and a tummy tuck and a BBL and a nose job and veneers and oh my God, yeah, I couldn't imagine being 18 right now. But if I was the same 18 now that I was then, I think I'm like good at forecasting. I can see something coming before it's arrived, and I can always tell how I'm going to manipulate it to make it beneficial to me. Always. But it's nothing about me. You know what I mean? Like looking from the inside out, I know that there are a lot of young people who are suffering right now. It's a hard. I feel like it's amazing, and it's also a very hard time to be alive. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? You got so many people out here who are doing it or making it look like they're doing it. So many opportunities, and then you have like this ultimate. Like, okay, so when I was growing up, I used to watch the Bad Girls Club. And it was like, I watch it now and it's light work. It's lightweight, you know what I'm saying, compared to what we've got going on with like the baddies, East. And I don't watch that kind of stuff. I like it, I'm not gonna lie, but I do feel like it affects my energy in a negative way. And that's probably whack because you shouldn't let anything affect your energy online, but you would be surprised how easy things affect your energy. Music, scents, the people you're around, what you watch on TV. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, how it, So I think I would have come into fitness sooner. When I was 18, I was curvy. I had a little body or whatever the case may be, right? But the little body that I had back then that was considered old, thick, you got a big butt, nothing now. I probably would have came into fitness sooner. And I think I'd be working online for sure because I'm an introvert. I'm always going to be in the house. I would definitely have had Wi-Fi. I would have a computer. I would definitely also have 9 to 5 work. I've always been about my bread. I've always been about my paper. I've always been about freedom. I've always been independent, but it's crazy because I had both parents in my life. And a lot of people say, oh, when you're hyper independent, it's because X, Y, Z. I've had both parents in my life. I've been through things. There's things in my childhood. You know what I mean? There were things within my nuclear family that probably weren't the best, but I've overcome that kind of thing. And I feel like 18 now, I feel like I would do well. You know what I mean? I feel like I would do well. I would definitely have an online business because when I was 18, then I had little businesses. I had little things I was doing. I would be selling, selling candy in school. I've been making clothes. People would be like, oh, make me some clothes. They would give me some jeans. I would take them home. I'd like bleach them. I'd distress it. I'd do this. I'd do that. Yeah, I think I'd be booming as an 18-year-old businesswoman. Now, I don't know how my interpersonal relationships would be. I don't know how probably my self-image would be because it's so colorist right now. And I know that's so weird to say, but I feel like it's as colorist and as weird as it's always been. But I feel like now with social media, you see it so much, you hear it so much, everybody gets to chime in, people from different countries. You get to see how, you get to see it from so many different vantage points. It's just like, shit. When I was young, you think the only darker complected women that were getting shit on were like African Americans, but then the Indian girls chime in, and you got the Filipino girls chiming in, you got girls from here chiming in, you got girls from there chiming in. You get to see how much self-hate and different things are projected all over the place. It'd be weird. I'm gonna keep it real. I was fast in dating older men, so I would be a thought. I don't know. This is why I don't judge our youth. No, I feel you. I probably didn't start, you know what? I think because I was from a really small town, I never really got into that kind of thing. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody knew my dad. I think I looked like my dad so much, people just knew who my dad was. And I lived in a really small little town. I went to go visit where I'm from, and it's so sad to see so many people are zombies. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't from somewhere where I could dip off and like do something with somebody and not have the whole town know. You know what I mean? I could have probably benefited from a little bit more freedom because I'm now still really closed off. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm 53. I don't see a lot of dark-skinned women on TV. Like, and then you know what bothers me? Like, when I was growing up, I grew up in the 90s, and every joke, every comedian, every set was always jokes about dark-skinned women. Oh, how we look, or how we act, or how we talk, or we don't have this. And I went, and it's just like, I don't like comedy to this day. I don't like really funny men to this day because I know at some point you're going to try to work me into your comedy routine and I'm going to try to take your head off. Like, I don't play. Like, I don't play about me. Like, don't play with me. Like, don't play with me too much. Like, I'm not even playing with you because I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Don't play about me too much. Don't play with me too much. I don't like it. You know what I mean? So when I was young, it was in Living Color, Def Comedy Jam, Martin. Everything was about dissing black women. There was always a funny, goofy, dark-skinned character. There was always a Wanda. There was always a Shanae. There was always a Def Comedy Jam. So every time I went to school, all the little boys, they all had their new dark skinned girl jokes. They all had their new little funny comedy routines. They all had their little kiki ga ga ga. And I didn't fight a lot in school, but I did fight. And it was always boys. It was always boys because they was always trying to break fly. And I'm always gonna throw my hands on you. Always, especially guys. I'll fight a guy, I think, quicker than I'll fight a girl. And it's because guys are usually the ones who come out of their face quickest. And in New York, if a guy disrespects you, it's like you fight his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? But I will fight you. No. Hey, Hannah. So yeah, I think that would probably be the thing that would probably turn me off to being 18 right now. I feel like there's so much vocalization about, and it's like, I feel like there's a difference between preference and just being all out. Somebody who observes colorism. It's like, I remember it when I was younger and it just being like, ugh, you know what I mean? Just too much. And I could care less who you prefer, but a lot of people don't just say, oh, I like this person. They say, I don't like this person because this, that, and the third. And it's just like, oh, okay, girl, whatever. Like, nobody cares. You're not a loss. It has been a really long time since I've seen a man who says, oh, I prefer this, that I felt like, oh my God, no way. I haven't come across a guy who I felt like is a loss to the community or to me personally. So, but when you're younger, you think about it differently. You know what I mean? I think you feel differently about it. But in any event, I feel like we're moving backwards with a lot of those kind of things. And I think also because so many non-Black people feel the need to interject their feelings, their emotions, their thoughts and opinions on somebody who feels that they have some opinion that makes a difference and something they haven't experienced. So it's like, why does it, I don't know, like, why would it matter? Like, I don't know. I go on so many pages on social media and you'll see people who, I don't know. I don't be having an opinion on other culture stuff. I don't have an opinion. And if I do have one, I don't share it. I'm not going to be like, oh, this isn't happening in your culture. Or why would someone do that? That doesn't make any sense. People feel so free to say what they want to say. And it's just crazy when it doesn't have anything to do with them. Let me find my slippers. It's crazy as hell. Just like that little bitch who just came in here right now. Girl, please. You can be as mad as you want to be. I mean, you can disagree with whatever you want to say. One thing that you will never do is play in my face like I don't look the fuck good. Like I'm not beautiful. Like my face is not museum quality. I'm classically beautiful and socially fine. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with my face, my features, none of that. I don't let people play in my face about that kind of thing. Maybe, where's my slippers? Like, where's my slippers? Like, I'm fine. Like, I only get compared to the most beautiful women, Angela Bassett, Naomi Campbell. Like, I'll never let somebody play in my face. Like, never. My cheekbones are high as fuck. My lips send you bitches to the dermatologist. Like, don't play with me. I have beautiful shaped eyes. Like, my body is busting. I let these bitches play in my face. I'm telling you right now, I get a little raspy behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because you bitches fry yourself in the sun. You're copying mad syringes. Don't play with me. Bald headed and all. I look good. Okay? But hold on. I can't find my slippers and it's bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Got the little dimple like, You gotta go play with somebody else. That's that like that new generation shit. Like, I don't know, maybe it's the little girls of the new generation that have low self-esteem. Never. You could never with me. You could never handle me. You could never handle a bitch like me. Like, don't play with me. Where are my slippers? Okay. Period. And I hate to start to get the using profanity, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I allow myself to come humble and to come looking reckless is because when I put it on, I put it on. And the funny thing about me is I don't even need to put it on. I could be bald headed, no lashes, nothing, and still have your dad, your brother folding in the wind like a motherfucking hurricane. Like, don't play with me. But anyway, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. Like being 18 now, seeing everybody cop your features and then try to play in your face. Whoa, that's wild. That's wild. So you mean to tell me you took a picture of me to your dermatologist to look like me, to have cheekbones like me, to have big liver lips like me, and you trying to play in my face like I'm not the girl? Like I don't sing R&B, but I'm really her? Like you bitches is trying to play in my face? Girl. Oh my God. Girl, hey, yo, don't play with me. Like, don't play me. You can be as mad as you want. One thing you can never take from me is my face, my body, my business acumen. None of those cards are ever declined. Ever declined. I will never go without. I will never not know how to make money, okay? Don't play with me. Don't. Baby, thank you, Hannah. But it's like, you have to, like, the new, I don't know, I don't want to make it a Gen Z millennial thing because a lot of those lines blur. But I really feel scared for Gen Z, like this little ignorant asshole right here. Like, you guys are getting forced to observe and absorb so many different cultures, and a lot of y'all don't even know who y'all are. A lot of y'all hate yourselves. You hate how you look. You like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you. That was my goal. When I got it, I said, I need the fakest wig because these bitches be on my dick so hard that I need this wig to give me some peace. You know what I'm saying? To give me some peace and to give me some room to breathe. Because these bitches be on my dick and these niggas do too. And I can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So like, I did a video about trends that are not dark skin friendly. And when I see a lot of these trends, when I see a lot of these hacks, when I see a lot of these makeup artists that are supposed to be for black girls, it's like, yo, it's crazy. It scares me. It scares me to, I know, I don't worry about that. Like when I was young, it may have been something I was worried about. But when I see that kind of stuff now, I'm just like, yo, that shit is crazy to me. It's crazy to think that these are the things that they're supposed to be pushing to black women or whatever the case may be. And it's completely Eurocentric. It's like, yo, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. And what I notice what a lot of people do is they'll pop shit, and they'll compare you to other people. Don't compare me to other people. Compare me to you. Compare me to you. Don't compare me to other million. Compare me to you, baby. Let it be me and you. Come drop your stats. Come drop a picture of your bank account. Everything that I do, everything that I achieve can't be denied because it's online. And that is a really good thing about working online. You know what I mean? You can run around and you can pretend like you've done this and you've done that, but show me the motherfucking receipts. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And then they always want to compare you to other people. Yeah, other people's doing it big, big up to them. Yeah, that's great. But what about you? But what about you? But what about you? Oh, why are you? Oh, you fell off, but you've never been on. Maybe I fell off, but you've never been on. Why? Why? And you're a fan. And you're a fan of mine. And you're a fan. And you're a fan. And you're a fan. And you're a supporter. Get the fuck out of here. Please don't. Like, I'm not the kind of person to make it a point to, you know what I'm saying? But I can. I didn't find my slippers. I didn't find my slippers. When I left, my landlord was here and they were fixing things and doing things. And they had somebody. Ooh, I think I see him. Hold on. Yes, girl. But that's the thing. Like, and it's like a plus and it's like a fallback. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very calm person. I would get number 4. I would get chocolate brown because it's like it's about to be spring, summer, so I wouldn't go too bright. I don't know where you are, but chocolate brown just never does wrong. It's like, but when you're not, and this is why I think some people do it. When you're not taking everything that you have and shoving it in people's faces, it's like we live in the what do you call it? We live in like the time of if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. If I did a get ready with me video and I showed you everything but the shower I took, people would be in the comments, oh my God, you didn't take a shower? And it's like people are getting dumber. People don't know how to use deductive reasoning. A lot of people don't even know what deductive reasoning is, right? Let alone know how to do it. People just don't have a clue. You know what I mean? So if you are not taking your time to shove everything you have and everything you do and all of your, assets in your cars and whatever materialistic possessions that you have that other people may value, if you don't take the time to do that and shove it in people's faces, they'll assume that ABC, XYZ, maybe you don't have it, whatever the case may be. And it's just so lame. You know what I mean? So I think that's why some people do it, because you'll go to other people's lives and stuff, and because maybe I'm not sitting in a room that has like some glass something on the, maybe I held a dumb shit in LA. It meant nothing to me. It means nothing to me now. You know what I am now? I'm free as fuck. I do what I want to do. I've been doing what I want to do. I wake up and I do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If that's not the bag, then I don't know what is. And people try to act away, and it's like, girl, eat my ass. When I started wearing makeup, I came across your videos. Based of watching someone else who you kept referring to, I'm still learning but enjoy your content. Thank you so much. I honestly, yes, people want to see everything, but they don't want to do what it takes to get it. They don't. And it used to be, if they know your story, what is it? They want your glory but not your story, or they want your story but your glory, or something like that. And it's just like, you almost can't take people serious anymore. I honestly don't have much of an opinion on Palestine and Israel. It's a very, very, very sad situation. I'm not good at speaking on political events, and I can't even say that's political. It's humanitarian. It's very, very, very sad. I feel torn up. And that's why I think I get so angry sometimes when people show me pity. And I talked about this in the beginning of the video. There are so many things going on in real life that really deserves more attention than my little whack ass not having 1 million followers. You know what I mean? It's not something that hurts me. It's not something that keeps me awake at night. There are other things that hurt me. There are other things that keep me awake at night. People losing their homes, people being bombed, people being dragged, kids generations and generations of kids losing their families, not knowing which way is up, not being able to eat, not having shoes, women not having sanitary products, just not having a home, just not having anything, just everything being ripped away, everything being destroyed. Like, it is very, 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 very sad. And I honestly don't, and it's been going on for years. You know what I mean? Not even just Palestine. You know what I mean? We have issues in Hawaii. We have issues in Puerto Rico. We have issues in Ghana. We have issues in Congo. You know, everywhere. So many different places, even in the States. It's like the world is literally falling apart. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you don't know what to focus on. I was actually sitting on my couch last night and I said, I really wish I knew what was going on. I wish there was like some news report that, I wish there was some way they could let us know what's truly going on, so you can know whether or not what you're doing even matters. You know what I mean? Because you can wake up and you can focus on trying to make a coin and trying to make a difference, but who knows? The whole thing may explode in a year. You know what I mean? It's like, give us a heads up. You know what I mean? I would really like to just know. I would really like to just, does it make a difference? Are we making a difference? Like, we're finding out now that recycling is not even being recycled. You know, we're just shipping our trash around. The world's falling apart. Like, in so many ways, it feels like what we're doing is superfluous. And if that's the case, could we all just stop and maybe just make the best of whatever we have left? You know what I'm saying? But yes, this week is vegan, and I can't. Okay, so you guys may remember a few months ago, I had my topper, and I wanted to revisit this style. It would all be so simple, but I think it's also really hard. It's so hard because it's not just older generations who are upholding racism and segregation and religious persecution and Zionists and colorism and self-hate and who did what and why we are in this situation. I think people want, I mean, we have people who need and want reparations. We have people who want justice. We have people who just want peace and just want it to go away and just want it to be quiet. We have people who want to deny history. There's so many different points of views and so many different stories that it's going to be hard to make everybody happy at once. Because if they could just come in and say 1, 2, 3, peace, there would be still people who feel a burning inside to say, no, not 1, 2, 3, peace. 1, 2, 3, you need to, you know, do some justice for what's happened years ago. You need to do, like, it's just hard because everybody has an opinion on what would be the very best solution for what's happening now, what's happened in the past, and what ultimately will happen in the future, you know? And it's hard. Yes, I want to taper this down, and I want to tame the front a little bit, but I like it fluffy. And it's just, honestly, this is a cute style wig. Now, I don't really love synthetic hair. This is obviously synthetic, but I wanted to do some cute, very heavily themed 90s makeup looks. And I was on my scooter today, and I got blasted with like a truck blasted me with sand. And now my lips are peeling. But yeah, you know, it's hard. It's like, what would honestly be the best solution? Because for me, when something happens, there are times when I just want to say, like, when I grew up in a house full of brothers. So when we were fighting, we'd be like 1, 2, 3, we're over it, right? Hey, Philip, we're not fighting anymore, whatever. But then there will be times when it's just like, no, we can't just call it a quits. Like, you have to literally apologize, and you have to go and pick up You know, you destroyed my room. We can't just say 1, 2, 3 peace. You have to apologize, and you have to go clean my room, and you have to wash dishes for me for a week. You know what I mean? So it's hard to just sometimes just say 1, 2, 3 is over, 1, 2, 3 peace. You know what I mean? So I don't know. No, this is my natural hair. Are you jealous? Are you jealous? So it's hard. Will you ever come back to the States? Not sure if you answered that. I want to live half the year in the States and then half the year in Dominican Republic because I enjoy the peace, I enjoy the quiet, I enjoy the tranquility, but there are factors of my life that requires me to be in the United States, you know? And it's hard. It can be hard, you know? And I've been coming to that realization the more I desire to flesh out more of my business. You know what I mean? And it can be hard. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Yes, I've been incorporating peptides lately. I don't eat processed foods anymore. I don't drink anymore. I don't drink soda. I had a little bit of drinks in the States. And it's been making a big difference. It's been making a difference. You know what I'm saying? I've really noticed a difference in my under eyes. Not only like the depth, but the color of my under eye around my eyes. Absolutely. I've noticed a difference in discoloration. I've noticed a difference in the actual structure of my face. Even though I'm feeling a little puffy right now, I'm gonna say Pontiac. I don't know. Honda, Envoy, Toyota, Mazda, Lamborghini, BMW. I was born in Haiti, so I know all about that. The fresh foods, yeah. You know, and I don't know. I've just been enjoying it. I'm just at peace, you know. I did a small haul on Instagram, but I really need to do an actual you know what it is too? It'll be more about ingredients that I'm liking in my skincare. I don't want it to be about brands necessarily, but about ingredients, textures, and layering. Definitely, I love a good serum. I love vitamin C. I love hyaluronic acid. I know. See, and that's the hard part of living abroad. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Vitamin C and glycolic together got my skin together, and of course dermal rolling. Okay, retinol at night. Of course, sunscreen during the day. Hyaluronic acid before I do my makeup. And all those things. Yes. I don't drink soda. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I may have wine every now and again. And you know what it is? It's because I finally began to observe a life that I want to be present for. You know, I only drink when I'm celebrating. I don't drink when I'm sad. I never drink soda. I like tonic water. And this is what I love. I love how you guys can come, and I'll never care anymore about somebody making a comment on something that doesn't belong to me. This is not my hair. What you think of it, I don't give a fuck. But you know what's mine? This bomb ass skin, these bomb ass contours, these bomb ass lips. They're mine. So, um, I'm still a little petty, but yeah. What else? I've incorporated peptides. Let me workshop your feet, please, babe. Oh my God, please help. Let me worship your feet. Send me a cash app and you can worship my feet. Yeah. You can do that. But yeah, you guys, you know, I don't know. I feel like when I do that, I fucking look like my mom. My mom does that. Like she'll just be like she'll just stare off somewhere while she's talking to me and think. I'll be like, And then I just feel myself do it. It's just like, come on, babe. Come on, babe. No, people be really trying to go hard. Like, child, this wig is from Cambodia, probably somewhere. But I am gonna flatten the little sides a little bit. I'm gonna flatten the back a little bit, and it's gonna give 90s. I'm gonna do some eyeliner. I ordered some really big, cute eyelashes just to play with the visuals a little bit. People get so wrapped up and they be so pressed trying to hurt your feelings. Like, ow. Why are you so focused on me? You don't like your life? You don't got it? Or you probably, maybe you have everything you need and you still unhappy. Why? Go exfoliate your soul. Go drink some vitamin C and some glycolic acid and detox your whole being, your whole essence. You're so unhappy. I can't relate. I can't relate. But what I will say is, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, yes, girl. It's a piece. This is a piece that you can. Yeah, milk I can't do because I get so like mucusy. You know what I mean? I get so like my ears get bad. Now bread I love. But you know what I like? Out here they have bread that only has like 4 ingredients. And I love it. I love it. Like, don't be an adult, right? Don't be an adult watching my videos while I'm teaching you things that can change your life. And you have a white tongue, and you have back knee, and you have big fat swollen ankles because you don't walk, and you don't drink water, and you can peel cottage cheese off your teeth trying to get sassy. Don't do that, because I can dominate you in just about any area. Now, don't play with me. I'm fresh from New York, and I'm with the shits. And I have all the time, okay? Because I don't have a boss breathing down my neck, wondering when I'm gonna come back from break. No. You know what I will say though? And all of that was like, it was too much. It was unnecessary. What I will say is that people don't understand. People will never understand how nice you are until you have to get a little mean. You know? And I think sometimes that's missing from my life. Like, I've been so at peace that I never really give it to people anymore. And I feel sometimes that it's a deterrent to my life. I think every now and again you have to gradually grab somebody by their little hand. Let me grab you by your hand and throw you in your seat. Okay. No, New York girls have chaotic energy. We're very animated, and it could be all good or it could be all bad. I don't really care. I really don't. But what I will say is, I deserve everything I have. And I don't care who don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Come here, I sit on my little patio, and I'm at my business. I'm greasy. I think I'm retaining some water. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Bad boy. And you look bigger. You got big. Are you alone? Oh, that bad boy. He got so big. You look like a teenager now. You look like a teenager. Child. But yeah, you know, And somebody asked me if I'm alone. Yes, I am alone. Isn't he cute? Oh my God. He came into my life and he does just want to say hi. He came into my life a couple months ago. And we spent some time together. But he lives up there. And I thought he was a stray. But he's good. But no, in all seriousness, guys, I'm gonna get going. I've been on here for 2 hours. I've been talking crap. I haven't gotten like vulgar and talk trash in a long time, and it was fun. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie, like it's fun. You know what I'm saying? It was a little fun. We had a little good time, honey. He is gonna want to come in again, but he's not coming in. I got rid of his litter. I don't have your litter anymore. Okay, the food prices done went up. Okay, the ground chicken done went up to 140 pesos from 80 pesos. Thank you, Kiki. And yeah. The prices done went up. Yeah, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I really do. I really, really do. And I don't know. For those of you who watch and who actually know me and support me, thank you. I do hope you guys have a good day, and we just got to continue to be motivated. You know what I mean? And like I was saying, like, because we don't know what's going on, because we don't know when it's all going to end, we all just got to do what we got to do to make ourselves happy, to keep ourselves in line, keep going after your bread, keep chasing your dreams, keep going after your paper. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people deter you. Don't let people make you feel like you're not worthy. Don't let people make you feel like you don't have anything to teach. Don't make people feel like you're not a valuable, asset, like you're not intelligent, like you don't have, like your experiences. People will pay you for your experiences. People will pay you to learn how to deal with what you come out on the other side of. They really will. And it's not even about, oh, people paying you. You know what I'm saying? That's obviously a benefit, but we are souls having a human experience, and some people are dealing with their human experience way better than others. You know what I mean? Some people may not have the internal tools, the internal toolkit, whether it be a mental fortitude, whether it be wit. Like I have a friend and people be chewing her up. She's not witty. She doesn't know how to she doesn't know how to dish it back. And anytime she gets into something with somebody, she calls me and she'll be like, this girl said this to me and that. And I'll be like, send me a picture. And I read her. I help her read people because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you have to understand that there's nobody so far above you that they can't be read. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how many Gucci bags you have. If you come for me, I'm going to meet you halfway. Okay? And, most of the time we ignore people. And sometimes we let people have what they need. Oh my God, you feel better? You feel better? You talked about my wig? Oh my God. Okay. Oh, woo, 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 woo. I hope you get over whatever's ailing you. It's been bothering you for years. It's keeping you from progressing. Yes. You go to sleep sad. You wake up sad. You needed to attack my wig. You okay? You feel better? A little poopy doopy? I hope you feel better. You know what I'm saying? But then every now and again, you kind of got to give people a little taste of their own medicine. But with that being said, we're not going to spend too much energy on people that are not reciprocating positive energy into our lives, right? We're not. It's dumb. We've all been there. Some of us are still there. But when it comes to the online space, if you're looking to do your business, you're looking to reach people, you're looking to uplift people and teach people, you really got to focus on those people, and that's been something that I've been trying to reevaluate, especially on Instagram, because I feel like YouTube is giving me a hard time. I told you guys I want to open a new page, and I probably spoke prematurely because I do, but I have to reevaluate what it is that I want to offer, because I never want to just create content. It has to have a reason. It has to have a purpose. I want it to reach people. I want it to help people. I want it to help people grow. So if you have a small business and that's your goal this year is to grow your small business, focus on your people, focus on finding your tribe, focus on thinking like them. How can I help them? How are they, I don't want to say suffering, but what do they need help with? What are their questions? What do you have inside of you that can help them? Because I'm not gonna say this is the only kind of content or this is the only kind of business structure that's growing right now, but this is what people need. People need to be fed. There are so many questions that can be answered by you, and this is something that I've been focusing on, and it helps. It really helps. So that's that. I feel like I talked too much. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times we get caught up in the design. We get caught up in the flash and the pump and the circumstance when it's really needs to be boiled down to who are you serving and why? How can you help them? How can they find you? How can you be the most yourself? How can you be your truest, most authentic self so the truest, most authentic people who need you the most can find you? And what can you do to help them? And this is what I'm not battling with, but it's something that I'm thinking about because I feel like the people who needed me the most got what they needed, and there's not much more to expound upon when it comes to makeup education. You've learned it, you know it, you're growing, you know what I mean? And this is why I'm now thinking of really moving in the direction of digital business, online income, extra streams of income, what is it? Passive income. It's not too passive, but passive enough, because there's so many opportunities, and I've been doing this for so long that people want in. And I have people who have reached out to me to help me or try to help me, and they're like, I quit my job 6 months ago, and I'm just like, oh my god. That is so cute. I love that for you. I quit my job in 2010. It's not a competition, but what I do want a lot of people to understand is it all feels amazing in the beginning. Have you hit rock bottom? Have you overcome a plateau? Have you been canceled? Have you gotten into online beef? Have you been dragged into blogs? You know what I'm saying? Some of these things are things that a lot of people don't take into consideration when working in the online space. That is important, and it's beneficial to understand how to come out of these depths. Dumb things happen online that you will never ever see yourself getting involved in. I was watching this company's blog, and they closed their company down because other people started to copy what they were doing. And I said, if they hate, let them hate, and let them watch you switch your style up. There's so much more room for you to still have your company. They got scared away and they closed their company down. And I want to reach out to them so bad and say, baby, you're an originator, you're an innovator. You just need to switch your style a little bit. Don't let these companies come for your throat. Don't let these other people come for you. But yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like this is the importance of being around for a while and getting your ass dragged a little bit. You learn so much. Adversity is a blessing. You know what I mean? And yes, child. Yes, child. I'm about to go and do something with this hair. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm about to put my food away. My stuff that I got from Walmart. I'm about to put all of that away. I am going to sit here and calm down and bring myself back down to Mars. Sometimes after traveling, you maintain the spirit of where you've been. And if where you are and where you've been don't align, you have to bring it back down. Like, I was on my motorcycle today, I was just like, whoa, I need to calm down. I need to bring it back down, Mars. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? You have to just calm yourself, calm your spirit, get yourself a business journal. I have a physical one. Hey, Babyface Keezy. And you just have to make it work for yourself. You have to make it work for yourself. I speak about this in this way, talking to the camera. I speak about this in this way because I've been a small business owner and I know how hard it can get. But you're in the right space at the right time, and you can definitely do it. You know. So I'm gonna sit here. I am going to plan some content, and I'm going to make the outline for that course. How to start your first online business for under $100. You're right, but also don't forget that Tony's gay. I will never forget that. I'm the first person who knew. You know what I'm saying? I been knew that. People understand how deranged I am and how chaotic my energy can be. Like, child, I don't care. You know. I'll never forget that though. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, now I remember why I switched this door. Child, you gotta remember. I'm never gonna forget that. But I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it right on my refrigerator in a permanent marker, so I don't ever forget it. I'm never forget. I don't know, you guys. Oh my God. You guys know that I have a hard time saying goodbye on these lives. I will talk for hours and hours and hours. Look at this shiny cheek. I think my hair look cute. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what? I don't know. I've come to some type of realization, and I'm trying to explain it to you guys, that I think, I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words, and I want to say it before I go. I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but like the OG Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I feel like the texture is different now. I think we're all so unstoppable, and we've all let really simple things stop us, and most of the things that have ultimately stopped us is within us. It's self-doubt. It's vanity analytics. It's, you know what I mean? Talking to the wrong people about the right thing. Talking to the right people about the wrong thing. You know what I mean? I really do believe you do you. Good morning, moving back. I really do believe that so many of what we've got, like, it just cannot be stopped. I'm talking to my entrepreneurs, I'm talking to my small business owners, I'm talking to my people who want to start doing things, or even in your career. I just feel like, nah. Because generally, when you are a person who pays attention to people, and when people have a secret, they'll like let you in. They'll let you know. You know what I mean? They'll it's easy to know these type of things. Like, I knew my cousin was gay for a very, very long time. And I feel like because I was a quiet person and because I was an empath, he would do things around me and he would say things to me that he wouldn't do and say to other people. And I feel like I'm like, when he finally came out, I was like super grown. I was just like, I've always known Andre was gay. Like, it never bothered me, and I think that's why he kind of was his self around me a lot. I didn't react to the things that he would do or say. But Lori, it can be so hard these days because everything is so calculated now. In the beginning, it was like everybody did well. You post your video, everyone who follows you is going to view it. All your subscribers are going to get a notification. It's going to be easy. You got to get back to it. I hate when you know, but they just won't tell you, but you know, and they know you know. And I feel like he always knew that I knew. You know what I mean? I feel like all the other kids were a little bit rambunctious and did a lot and had a lot of energy, and I was always kind of quiet and kind of like, and I just knew. But when it comes to YouTube, it's so calculated now. You know what I mean? There's certain lengths of videos that do better. There's certain subjects and topics. If you've always been doing one type of video and then you venture off, it's going to be really hard for them to get viewers. It used to be so organic. You posted a video, everyone who subscribes to you got it. They looked at it. Now it's how long did they watch? What SEO, what words were used, so we can use this for or against you. And what I will say is, I think I've released a lot of the power that YouTube had over me, because number one, I feel like there are other platforms that are taking YouTube's place when it comes to engagement, TikTok, Instagram. But number two, what I've just realized is you have to be a little bit more calculated about it. You really do. There isn't as much time within videos to kind of talk and do this and do that like we used to. I think you have to get, and this is something that I told myself, and it works for me in ways, and in some ways it doesn't. I hear that longer form content is coming back. Podcast style stuff, talking and stories and different things like that. But you know, you kind of got to toy with a couple of the ideas that are said to work, super short content and then longer content, and see how your audience responds. For me, I feel like 3 minutes is the sweet spot, 3-4 minutes. Yeah, everything used to be authentic, and it wasn't all about just showing you products because I'm getting paid and hey, buy it, buy it, buy it. You need it, you need it, you need it. It doesn't really work. It doesn't look good on me, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it look good, and you should go get it. You know what I mean? Kind of vibe. But what I find is jumping directly to what you're talking about, having as clean of a message, clear cut as you can, because YouTube, it's so hard. It's so weird. It's so different. It's so calculated. It's so, and then it changes a lot. So it's just terrible. But I understand exactly how you feel. And sometimes I just feel like if you've had your channel for around the 10-year mark, so many of your followers have new channels. They don't watch anymore. So many different things. Like, that's the reason I want to start this channel over, because this channel has been up since 2007, and a lot of people will come and tell me, hey, I used to watch you, I couldn't find you, I didn't know your name, or I don't have my old channel anymore, I got locked out. And it can completely just take you down. Now, I used to have a friend group. Well, one day the group fell apart. My friend did a diss track against me and tagged me in a lot of stuff in the video, making fun of me. So anytime you find me, you see, I hate that. All of his videos. That really sucks. Maybe change your name online. I know exactly how you feel. It's always easier said than done, but it's always worked toward the goal that makes the day go by. Absolutely. It's not fun anymore. YouTube used to unsubscribe people from my channels. Absolutely. I feel like YouTube, in every category, they have their top players. They have the people who are doing the things. They have the people who are making the most money. And then they have, they're friends with each other. They collaborate with each other. Maybe they go to events. Maybe they have connections at the actual YouTube network. And I very much feel that YouTube has a list of people who they don't particularly want to go beyond a certain threshold. And I think every now and again, you're able to get around that. But what I've found is supplementing your YouTube videos with other platforms can help. And then sometimes I post in ghost. I post my video and then I don't go back for a couple days, but that can also be hard. Posting a video and then going back a couple days later to see that it has 100 views and 1 comment. You know what I mean? But the business side of that wants me to tell you, absolutely, wants me to tell you to make sure to give yourself every opportunity to make money within your videos. Make sure you're using your products. If you don't have any, try to get a simple product or two. If you're a beauty girl, try to get a blush, a lipstick, a lip gloss, an eyelash. If you're a gamer, try to get a game skin. Try to get something so when you're making these videos, it's not like you're simply spinning your wheels. For me, the thing that makes me keep going, even when my videos get terrible views, is I have my digital products. I sell beauty courses, I sell business courses, I sell physical products. So even if my video only got 1,000 views, I may have sold a beauty course for $250. I may have sold a business course for $50. I may have sold an eyeshadow palette for $25. I used my Amazon code. I did this, I did that, because it's getting harder and harder, and it costs money to make content. It takes time. So that's opportunity cost, macroeconomics in the house. And you want to be able to put yourself in a position to plant seeds and in the future have something come from that. So definitely get on your digital products, definitely get on physical products, definitely get on affiliate marketing. Definitely make sure that you're doing something that's going to give you an opportunity to make money. You know what I mean? There's about 10 ways to make an income from one piece of content. And the first way is AdSense. The second way is video sponsorship. The third way is your own physical products. Then you have affiliate marketing. Then you can sell ad space in the actual video, in the bottom bar. You can do UGC. There's so many ways to make money from the content these days that even if the thing you're passionate about isn't panning out, at least you're able to make an income to give yourself the freedom to do more. Emma Slays, honey. Hey, Miss Honey, shout out. When I open the private navigation, YouTube suggests me some weird things like guns, political stuff, because the things that most people watch. Yeah, and that can really suck too. And for YouTube and particularly Instagram, I'm very, very careful with who I follow, because a lot of times people will ask me to follow them back, and I'd be like, oh, it's gonna throw my algorithm off. You know, I'll come. Oh my God. Oh my God. I will come and say, hey, I will come and check on you, but I can't follow because it throws everything off, which in turn throws where I'm recommended off. So sometimes, you know, closing and reopening and just being really, really weary of that kind of thing helps. Yeah, I'm not into fake reviews or starting drama. Those are the people that grow, absolutely. Or just doing things that is just like, girl, I had this channel since 2014. I want to do YouTube again, but I don't know what new channel name I would do. It would mainly revolve around games. I want to start talking about men's mental health too. So definitely when you're starting a new YouTube channel, like back in the day, I would tell you to name your channel something close to your name, because I understood in the beginning that if you got fame from this, you would want to be recognized as the person. But nowadays, I think it's really important to incorporate SEO words into, it really is. It's really important to incorporate SEO words into your channel. So my new channel name, I was gonna do something like new to makeup over 30, or Black Beauty Guide, or Black Beauty Abroad, something like that. And it can be scary because you don't wanna marginalize yourself and you don't want to alienate people, but it's really important that you cater to your niche. If you want a broad, wide reach demographic, then that has more to do with what you're talking about and what you're teaching and stuff like that. But yeah, so I would sit down, I would look up popular games, and I would look up words, repetition, and try to find something catchy, something that can be easily remembered, something that can be easily spelled, something that's available on all the platforms, and something that the people that you are catering to can understand. Yeah, you're more than welcome. you have to come off. Everybody's a salesman. I mean, not even that everybody's a salesman, but you shouldn't be afraid of sales. You know what I mean? I'm a photographer. I love that. You know, with whatever it is that you do, you have to find what's being popular right now, and you have to find a way to incorporate it into what you do. You know, at no point do I think you should just be doing trends because they're popular if it doesn't have anything to do with what you're doing. You have to take what you do and make it everything and make it consistent. People crave consistency. And yeah, do the trendy things, do the popular things, but make sure it is what you do. Like if you're a photographer, um, and you want to do thank you so much, honey, and you want to do like the new trend, like where people are like taking the gun and like I don't know, make sure it's like you're giving photography tips and tricks, different ways to pose for photos. um yes, make it into your trend. You know, make it into something for you. You know what I mean? Make it has something to do with what you do. And then take what you do and reach the people who need your service. Make sure to always give tips, tricks, and giveaway and takeaways. You know what I mean? Everything that you put out, somebody should be able to learn something from it. Because when somebody comes to your content and you give them free advice or you give them something that's free and it really affects their life or the way they think or the way they do their job, they're way more likely to spend more time with you and to spend money with you. You know what I mean? It's easy to come on and just say, hey, I have this course. But you give them 5 tips and hey, if you like more, then you know, follow, make sure you get the course. If you need help implementing what I've taught you, they say give them the information for free, sell them the implementation. Then you can do that. And then what was I gonna say? I have no idea, Jazz. I literally have no idea. I just play along. I'm an improv. I'm a weirdo. Yes, absolutely. Oh, affiliate links. Yeah, you know what? You really have to let the product sell itself. I like to do specialized videos where I'm focusing on one area of interest. People are, thank you so much. People are more likely to um, to buy something or to pay attention to what you're focused on, because if you're doing like if say if you're doing a whole makeup video and you use 20 products, it may be overwhelming, but maybe you want to do one video where you're only focusing on primers. Maybe you want to do one video where you're only focusing on vitamin C. Maybe you want to do one video where you're only focusing on blush. Maybe, you know, if you're not with Collective Voice, get with Collective Voice. Do a video where you're focusing on all the best eyeshadow palettes, or maybe on all the best green eyeshadows. Sometimes it really helps to pinpoint and then have an incentive. Oh, by the way, hey you guys, I'm doing a video about all the best vitamin C's. I'm doing Beauty Stat, I'm doing La Roche-Posay, and I'm doing L'Oreal. And also, right now on Ulta, there's a sale where if you spend $25, you get 50% off. And then you have the links in your bottom bar. They have the incentive. They came to get knowledge and what they're looking for and different things like that. And sometimes it also helps to talk about products that can only be purchased online. What I've learned is a lot of times if you do videos and like say for instance you're using drugstore products and you're using links, people are gonna want to go and just get it from Target or Walmart. Sometimes doing reviews on things that can only be purchased online really helps. Um, I put together a free beauty course, well, I have beauty courses. I put together a free beauty guide, and it's general, it's genuine. There's real information, there's real tips, there's real tricks, but of course, it's padded with links and information so you can purchase what I like. And it's really what I like. It's really products that I've been using. You can check out the review, you can check out the video, you can see that it's genuine. Sometimes it just takes a little consistency. You know, if you do a video and you're using a primer from a certain company and you only do that one video or you only use it that one time, people may go, if you're using that product every day in all your videos, it's gonna go. And that's another thing. Sometimes you have to put together, like, okay, I'm gonna use these 5 products every day in all my videos for the next few months. It takes people seeing you consistently using something to trust, number 1, that you really use it, number 2, that you really like it, number 3, that it's beneficial, and number 4, that they will also benefit from it as well. You know what I mean? Because there's so much hyper consumerism. If you're jumping around so much, it can be hard for people to feel like, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Hello, Matt. I used to be a makeup artist and it's helped me to be a better photographer. Absolutely. Absolutely. And in content, makeup, photography, videography, they all come together and have also helped me become a better content creator. I have a better eye for things as a graphic artist, for like framing and the way something looks and the angles that I should work from, colors, the way they look on camera, color grading and editing my videos, picking the best place in my house to film, filming flat, straight versus something like this, having like nice things in the background, things that capture interest and create a little bit of curiosity, but not so much curiosity that they can't focus on what's going on and they can't pay attention. Because, you know, people have short attention spans these days. And then, you know, we just have a lot of things going on. We have a lot of people that we're watching. We have a lot of things that we're trying to learn. We have a lot of content that we're trying to absorb within one day. So when you are putting something out, it should be pinpointed. It should be somewhat quick and to the point, unless you're really telling a story and you're really, really talking. You know what I mean? Yes, put together like a group of your very favorite products where you have 1 or 2 interchangeables, but people should know like Lori brand, her favorite primer, her favorite this, her favorite that. Of course do hauls, of course do first impressions, but you should have a core group of products that you heavily use in your videos and people can almost expect it like clockwork, to the point where they'll be in the store and say, I'm getting this because Lori, or they'll be online and they'll say, you know what, she's been using this product, she's been talking about it, she's been using it for the past couple of months, I'm gonna go in and get it. You know, sometimes it takes that repetitive behavior, you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like being able to speak intelligently and speak at length about a product and really knowing the ins and outs of it, because sometimes people will be like, oh my God, I love this so much, it's my favorite, it's so cute, I love it. And for some people that works. For some people, like if you're really young and you're kind of like, everything's disposable, you don't have any bills to pay and you don't really care and you'll just get it because. But sometimes you have to be like, you know, I love this because unlike other lip glosses, this is a gloss oil. So that means that it's gonna really hydrate my lips. And because I live in a sunny, warm environment, you know, my lips can get dark, they can get dry, and that looks really bad because I have really big lips, but I like this one. And I know you're probably scared because it's a bubblegum pink, but this is like a sheer bubblegum pink. Now, generally, I like an orange lip gloss because it helps to neutralize the color of my lips, but I've been liking the pink lately because it's sheer and it's like a wash of color, and it adds just a brightness to my face that I really, really like. Also, this doesn't have any glitter in it. Now, if you are like me, glitter probably helps to exfoliate your lips, and then you have all these flaky, like you really have to get into the emotional thinking of people. I need to really hear you go in for a product. I need to hear you explain why you love it. I need to hear comparisons. What makes it better than another product? I'm a grown ass woman. You can't just tell me you love something and it's cute and I'm gonna go get it. I really need to hear you speak intelligently about why you like something. Like, why do you like that brush? It's $36. I really need to hear you say why. I like this $36 brush because I've had it for 11 years. The ferrule has never come out. It doesn't shed. You know what I mean? I really love the fact that it buffs things into my skin very nicely. And a lot of brushes are held together with glue. This one is actually held together. It's bound, it's sewn. Like, we have to know why. And I feel like depending on your demographic, being able to speak intelligently about something is the difference between having somebody feel like, yeah, I really need this and she knows this and I trust her, and oh, this is just another girl. You know what I mean? Money is like, we're holding on to our money these days, so we need to hear that. We need to understand. You need to make it clear, make it make sense. You know what I mean? Right now, what's your favorite brush for foundation? So I have been loving the stippling dual fiber brush from Smashbox. I love it because I like a thinner foundation consistency, and I like mixing my foundation, right? I mix them together and then I blend them on my face and then I stipple them. Generally, I'll go for a buffing brush, especially if it's winter, because I can use a heavier foundation and I can use more foundation, but because it's so hot, I'm a liquid foundation girl. Stippling brushes don't suck up too much of your foundation because the tips are synthetic, so it's not absorbing your foundation. And I like expensive foundation. I like foundation with technology. I like foundation that has an SPF in it. So I don't want my brush absorbing. Like, I used to use a big fluffy brush and stipple. But when you go to wash a big fluffy brush, you see how much foundation it absorbs. So I will always love the Smashbox brushes, and the dual fiber I love the way it holds. It's just ergonomic, and it has those little like grooves at the end of the brush, so when you go to hold it, it's just bomb. And I love a long handled brush because when I go in with a long handled brush, it allows those dainty soft touches. I feel like when you're using a brush like this, it's like you're doing eyeliner or you're going in hard. But I love a long handle, dainty touch, soft, because I won't pile it on too much. Yeah, QVC, HSN, because they just make you want the products. They talk about it in such an intelligent way. They hit pain points. They hit emotional cues. They talk about memories. Oh my God. You know what I love about this vest? When I was young, my grandmother, she used to put a vest on like this, and it's vintage. So now and they just hit on these points that just make you be like, I need it. I want this. You know what I mean? And I think it's also finding products that you genuinely love, because the genuine love will come out. You'll know about these products because you've been using them for a long time. And you'll go from not having any sales to like just, because you'll find people who just found you, and then they'll go in and binge and they'll watch 20 of your videos in one night. And if in all 20 of those videos you're using the same primer, the same foundation, the same this, the same that, then they're going to be like, okay, wow, I trust her. But then when you incorporate something new and you're like, hey, you guys, so you know that I absolutely love Lancome foundation, but I've been using this Kat Von D lately, and the texture is amazing. It is so amazing. And I really love it compared to the Lancome. I will say that it has a little bit more coverage, and it has like a little bit more of a matte look to it, but it doesn't give you matte dead, and it doesn't highlight the texture in my skin. It just has a nice dry down, and it doesn't really reflect too much light. So I love using it on the sides of my face. That makes me look slim, not having light reflection. And then in the center of my face, I'll use that foundation mixed with a little bit of the CC because it has a little bit of a glow. So it makes me look healthy. Like, being able to really understand what it is you love about something will help, because sometimes we love products and we don't know what it is we love about it. You know what I mean? And we're just like, oh my God, I love this. I just love it. Why? Figure out why. Why do you love it? What do you love about it? Well, I love the way it makes my skin look. I love that it doesn't transfer. I love that no matter what kind of lighting I'm in, my skin looks consistent. I love this. You know, those motor brushes, they have so, oh my God, yes, 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 yes. I absolutely feel you. And yes, shipping overseas is just insane, especially if you don't have like a stateside transfer. Like for me, I get things shipped. It ships to Miami and then it goes from Miami to the Dominican Republic, and I pay about $3 a pound to have it to have it to me. So that's not a ton. But in Brazil, I'm pretty sure that that's probably not much of an option. I'm lucky that we live right there. In Shein, they sell a lot of brushes too, and it's cheap. Absolutely. Yeah, I like Shein, some Shein products. Every now and again, they're in hot water, but yeah, I get a lot of things from them. I really do, you know. But when it comes to online and you know building a workspace out of it, it can really be done. What I've come to, I haven't tried cheek glam makeup. I'm very particular. Like I got, I'm not really the person to experiment with foundation. Blush, okay. Eyeshadow, sure. I'm not really a mascara girl. I have like no eyelashes. Like let's be real, you know. So there's certain things that I you know I will try, but haven't. You know, and when it comes to like making, yeah, you know, when it comes to making a business out of your following, you got to talk to the right following. You got to be solving issues. You got to be answering questions. You have to be coming where they're coming from. You got to be up close. You got to be personal. You got to be consistent. And I think because we're no longer in the pioneer days, your quality has to be up to par. Your quality has to be up to par. And I think a lot of people have the mindset that, oh, you know, the quality doesn't matter if you're giving quality information. But what happens is everybody has a great phone or a good camera these days, and you could have the best information. But if the thumbnail of your video doesn't look decent, or if they get into your video for the first 3 seconds and the quality is weird, the coloring is off, your sound is weird, it's just not gonna work. If I click onto your video and you're spending 15-20 seconds to introduce yourself and you're talking about what we're going to talk about, hey guys, what's up, it's me, Destiny. In today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup. So I'm going to do like my full face. I'm going to talk you guys through it, and I'm going to use this foundation, I'm going to use this brush, I'm going to use this concealer, I'm going to use these eyelashes, and I'm going to show you how I do everything, and I'm going to talk to you through it. Also, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is like, what the, are you people won't even fast forward through it. They'll switch. People are impatient and they're irritable. I don't know why. But I have been doing a lot better with certain videos on Instagram by just putting the title on the video. And then when you get on the video, like if I did a video on Instagram and it said my favorite pink lip glosses, when you open my video, if you love pink lip glosses, this one is gonna be for you. I know you're probably like, wait a minute, no, but yeah, this one's bomb. It's amazing. On to the next, on to the next. Like you have to be with it. You have to be quick. You have to be on the ball. You have to get to the meat. You can do little tricks. You can do little weird things. You can ask questions in the beginning of the video. You can cue engagement. You know what I mean? You can give directives, but it has to be constructed in such a way, because we are exposed to so much content, and it is obvious and it's evident what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? And I always recommend watching and following those pages that talk about this kind of thing, because you won't believe like how much you'll learn. Like even having using negativity in your videos, 3 things keeping you from succeeding. to makeup hacks making you look crazy. You know what I mean? Stop doing this, start doing that. I did a video on Instagram that's blowing up right now, and it's called Makeup Trends That Don't Look Good in Person and What to Do Instead. You know what I mean? Sad that IG lives were deleted because of copyright. I came back to watch and it was deleted. There's a good chance, especially if you're referring to my content, that I archived it. My ego can be weird about videos sometimes. And sometimes if it doesn't have a certain amount of views in a certain length of time, I'll put it away. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because not only that, but if I feel like I didn't get to the point, if I feel like it wasn't well constructed, if I feel like it wasn't orchestrated in such a way to make it easy and fluid for somebody to watch, engage with, learn from, get a takeaway, and share, comment, or engage, I'll take it down. Because I'm still growing as a creator. I'm still learning more. I'm still getting better at what I'm doing. And I'm coming out of a plateau. There does come a point in your career as a content creator, as an influencer, where you feel like you've got it all together. Boom, and then it switches. And it's just like, oh wow, I have more to learn. I have to grow. I have to pivot. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to reconsider what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, for who I'm doing it for. You know what I mean? Sometimes your audience phases out of your content. Sometimes, you know, people have gotten all they can get from you in one subject and you have to offer something else. You know what I mean? I have people who have watched me and they're like, yeah, I've learned just about everything about makeup from you. And now I teach makeup classes. I do my own makeup videos. I don't really, it's like, what now? What next? You know what I mean? And it's not that you should stop doing A, but maybe you need to do 8.5. Maybe you need to do A over here and A over there too. Because as you learn, as you grow, as you create more content, you learn more different and new skills. As I was learning to do makeup and learning to teach online, I became really, really, really good with being behind the camera. I became really, really good with building backgrounds. I became really great at DSLRs. I learned a lot about cameras. I learned a lot about lenses. As I was learning that, I learned a lot about online business. I learned a lot about working with Alibaba and AliExpress and DHgate. I learned a lot about wholesaling. I learned a lot about being a salesman without being super selly. I learned a lot about the emotional interest of people when it comes to purchasing products and different things like that. So, you know, sometimes you just have to make sure you're not pigeonholing yourself. Sometimes you have to make sure you're offering all of your best and not just the one thing that people want from you. I had to sit down with myself and figure, okay, well, wow, you know, I've been doing makeup for so long. Makeup is not one of those things where people can continuously, people can continuously learn. But if your goal was to learn how to do your very own makeup and nothing more from me, then you've got that and you're good. So now it's like, okay, well, what next? You know what I mean? So you have to figure out what your second act is, or you have to go in and reach a group of people who haven't learned this from you. And you have to step outside of your boundaries. You have to step outside of the people who know you. Like with me opening a separate channel, I still want to teach beginner makeup. I need to reach new beginners. If I do beginner makeup on this channel, most of the people who have been watching this channel for a very long time, they've already got it down pat. They're like, I already know how to do my foundation. I already know how to do blush. I learned how to contour and bronze from you. I learned color correction. Yeah. And then there's a million other people doing it too. And there's a million really, really, really good influencers, makeup artists, creators out there. People who are doing amazing transitions and this and that. You think, well, what am I gonna offer? What do I have that's different? You know what I mean? Or what do I have that I haven't offered before? You know, and what do you have to back it up? Like, I can't really teach you guys home design. I'm not the best interior decorator. You know what I mean? Oh, I love hearing that. See, I love that. And that's something that I've been thinking about. Like, okay, so you guys know how to do long form makeup with me, and I've taught you all those things. Now, I wouldn't consider that a hack, but I do love teaching people how to multitask with their makeup, how to make it quicker, how to make it easier, how to make it shorter, how to make it every day, because COVID came in and changed so many of our lives. And then so many of my viewers were getting older, and it's like, yeah, maybe when I was 20, I would do a whole 15, step beat, but now I want to look as great, but I don't have the time, or I do have the time, but I don't want to use it, or I don't want to be as beat. So it's like you got to switch it up. You got to move it around. You got to see what's going on. One thing I used to advise that I don't advise as much anymore is asking people what they want from you, because a lot of times people don't know until you've offered it. A lot of times people don't know what they want from you. Maybe they don't know what you have to offer. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to take a step, and you have to offer it. You have to offer a variation of something that you've already offered. Now, I know you guys like makeup, and I know you guys like fashion from me. Okay, well, maybe I'll do a series on how to pair makeup with certain colors. This is something that I always talk to my mom about, because I'll see my mom and she'll have on an emerald green shirt and emerald green eyeshadow. And I'd be like, I guess. I mean, it works. But mom, like, why would you not go with like bronze? Or why would you not do like a purple, dark, dark purple? Because the first time I told my mom, because she loves emerald green, because she's like brown skin golden. The first time I ever told her about purple eyeliner, no, I don't want to look like that. I want to look like I'm trying to be young. I said, Mom, you just need a very, very, very dark purple. Just put it up here and put it. You're gonna look so cool. That green and that purple with your skin tone, you're gonna look so. Oh my God, it's gonna look amazing. And I mean, stuff like that. You just have to dig within yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much. You just have to dig within yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that works. You know what I mean? You really, and it's hard because sometimes it's like, I was talking with my friend Jazzy about this, and it's just like, well, what else do we have to offer? I only know how to do makeup. That's the only thing I care about. It's the only thing I love. And it's just like, okay, well, dig a little deeper in yourself and find a way to find an audience who really needs this new variation of what you have to offer. Like, you have a love for makeup, you have a love for seeing women win, and you're relatable. Maybe, I'm not saying that you should change your target or your demographic or anything like that. This is just an example of maybe finding women who are now just getting their life together. Maybe they're just coming out of abusive relationships. Maybe they're just coming out of addiction. Maybe they're just coming out of jail. Maybe they're just coming into an area of their life where they now care. You know what I mean? Because my mother never used to like makeup. She never used to care about makeup. She would never even give makeup any respect, for the love of God. And when I showed her, like, hey, makeup is not all about, covering yourself because you hate yourself or this or that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's about taking the things that you do love and putting it on a pedestal. Like, I taught her how to cover her under eye with just a little bit of a certain color eyeshadow and blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. And then it allows your eyes to shine, which allows you to smile more and you feel better. You know what I mean? Different things like that. Go for it. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, we love Shaka Khan over here. Yes, honey. Thank you. And just stuff like that. And that's some this is the kind of conversation that I have with myself. Um I knew that was going to be the question or something like that, because people are so weird. But yeah, this is the kind of conversation I have with myself. Like, I'll be thinking like, dang, I did this, I did that. What I still want to do though, and how. And that's why I was saying, like, if I were to do a channel, it would be new to makeup over 30, because I've targeted so many people. I've been doing this for so long. the things that I put, I feel like people, they'll like it and they'll be like, okay, this is great, but I already know this. I already learned this from you. And it's hard to grow in that way. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think, just sitting down with yourself, looking at your very best content that's done the best, and just thinking, how you can recreate some of that kind of stuff. Like I told you, the video that I have on Instagram that's doing really well, I'm going to sit and I'm going to create some more videos based on that structure to reach more people. You know what I mean? And it's because I really do want to teach people, not even just women, people who wear makeup, but people who are stepping into themselves, people who are, people who travel, people who, like what? People who are into small business, people who do speeches, people who are writing books, you know what I mean? Who can't afford to travel with a makeup artist, who can't afford to hire a makeup artist every time they go somewhere. You know what I mean? I would like to see you use different products. I would like to see you use different products too. And I got some new ones too. Kyla Pratt, honey. First date makeup. Would you go barefaced? What kind of makeup would you use? Now, it really depends on the guy. Have I already met this guy? Do I really like him? Because when I really, really like somebody, I probably will just wear less makeup because I feel comfortable around them, because I want them to see me genuinely. And I feel like when I'm wearing a lot of makeup, even though we think, oh, guys don't like makeup or whatever, it would be a different type of heavier makeup. It would be to really accentuate my favorite features. Like, I'm gonna do the thinnest, sexiest cat eye. I'm gonna wring my eyes out. I'm gonna really make sure that my eyebrows look sleek and perfect. I'm gonna wear like the sexiest lip liner. You know what I'm saying? I think it kind of depends on if I have any history with the guy, if we've hung out at all. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of depends. But I wear a moderate amount of makeup. You know what I mean? I always love lip liner. I love eyelashes. My eyes are really small, so I love an eyelash, but they can be annoying. So, you know what I mean? Oh, child. And I would, like, people are so weird. Like, I don't value the opinion of white men. I don't value the opinion of any men when it comes to my beauty or anything like that. Like, y'all gotta find something better to do. Y'all gotta find something better to do. I have courses to teach you how to make money online, because some of y'all seem bitter, but it's cool. But yeah, Philip, I mean, that would be what I would do. That would be what I would do. Yes. But I'm gonna let you guys go. We've been live for about a good 3 hours now. And it's officially time for me to break my fast. It's officially time for me to put all this stuff up. Yeah, I don't mind. Because you know what the true thing is? When people really don't like you, or when people really don't care about you, it's indifference. They will ignore you. They will literally say nothing to you. But people can't help but to pay attention to me, and people can't help but to take time out of their day. You'll never get this time back, and you're spending it on me. You're spending it on trying to humble me. I take energy as your sacrifice. I'll take that. Thank you so much. I don't know, heal yourself. I can't focus on these people. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say something, I forgot what. Oh, am I moving? Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna really focus on living bi-coastally. I would really, I think, love to have a small, inexpensive place in like, I don't know, somewhere peaceful, somewhere that my craft can thrive, somewhere where there is a large demographic of Black people who are doing well. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I love y'all. And I love y'all, child. I can't focus on people. You know, there's a lot of hurt people. There's a lot of broke people. There's a lot of sad people dealing with addiction. There's a lot of people who are just never gonna do well in life because we're not meant to, sadly. They've probably been cursed for generations. Atlanta. And I'm so scared to say it because I know so many people. St. Thomas is so expensive. I looked in St. Thomas. Ooh, it's raining down. I'm so glad that I went to the grocery store and everything already. I love a good Caribbean rain, honey. I don't know. I'm just praying and yes, Brazil. Yes. I love my life. I love my life. I love the freedom that I have. I love the skills that I've been blessed with. I love who I am as a person. I love how much I've grown. I love my body. I love my booty. I do. You know what I mean? I love it there, and it was so reasonable. But the thing is, I'm already gonna have a place abroad. So I don't want two places abroad. I want one place abroad. Hey, honey. And I want one place in the States. Yes. Why do Black women wear underwear? Why do Black women wear underwear? I don't get it. Panama, I love you. Yes, honey. The Carolinas. I have a brother who lives in South Carolina, and he likes it. But he sounds like, and you know what? We live different lifestyles, so I can't really compare my experience of what I'll have to his experience and what he's having because he lives a completely different lifestyle than me. He lives in South Carolina, and I have family in South and North Carolina, so you know. Thank you very much. I like it when women don't wear underwear. I just have ass, so you know, I have ass, and I didn't have to go and blow my knees out in the gym to have it. You in Brazil would be such a vibe. Yes, honey. Ooh, go off. I love it. But yeah, you know. I don't. There's nothing but Black people here. I think a lot of people have a misconception. And you know, I don't know. There's nothing but Black people here. I honestly don't get. Now, if you mean Black American, it's also not much of anything. I think what happens is Puerto Rico. I know I was thinking of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's a little hard because, you know, they have so many issues with their lands and their governments and a lot of different things where they're technically U.S. territory, but they have all types of weird stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Ciao. Wait, South America? Yeah. I love it. I love living out here. Honestly, people are very nice. People are very peaceful. I don't really get into anything with people. And I'm a quiet person. I kind of just float. I kind of just float along quietly. I don't have many friends. I'm friendly, but I'm not really a friend group kind of person. I got one or two people I hang out with. I go to the gym. I work online. I travel. And I really just mind my business. I honestly feel, for the most part, that I could vibe with living anywhere. You know what I mean? It's very calm here. It's very easygoing. It really is. I think a lot of people feel like there might be conflict, but there's not. I never really. You guys would know. I complain. You guys would know. Hi, Harry. Thank you, Ace. I used to be like that, but now I miss interact with people. Yeah, it can be a little like I'm a self isolator, and sometimes it can be a little bit much. But I'm not the best person to interact with when I feel discontent with things, and I want more. I want to grow more. I want to grow my business. I want to do more things. So a lot of times I will interact with people, but I'm not fully there, and they can tell. Like I'll kind of like I'll be places, and everyone's like living, having their best life, and being fun and being free, and I'm kind of like. Even when I went to go see like my nephew and my cousins, they were all there, and I was there, and I was there, but I wasn't completely present. I kind of have a lot on my mind, on the back burner. I want to help my mom be set up better for success. I want her to experience more in life. I'm very discontent with her life and what she's experienced, where she lives. I help her as much as I can. And I just want to do more. I want to do more for her. I really do. I'm definitely a mama's girl in that sense. And I just want her to have the best life and do more and go more places. It's not expensive. It's not expensive at all. What happened, sis? That's always such a weird, vague question. Um, you know, but child, we already had that conversation, like in the beginning of this video. So yeah, when I have things on my mind, I'm not the best friend. I'm not the best girlfriend. I'm not the best anything. I'm here, I'm paying attention, I can answer questions that you're saying, but I'm not fully in the moment. I'm just not. I just can't be. During the pandemic, I approximated with my neighbors, and now if I disappear, they'd be like, "Where are you? We miss you." Aww. Aww. I have like a love-hate relationship with that, because like when I make ties with people, I feel afraid that they're going to become dependent on my presence, and I may go. And then if I do want to go, I feel like I'm going to consider them. I'm so used to being free. I'm so used to being single. I'm so used to being not having to consider people. I'm not inconsiderate. I'm so used to not having to consider people. Like every time I go to get my packages from my package company, the girl there, I think she's trying to hook me up with the guy. Like she'll always be like, "Oh, but you can practice your Spanish with my friend," or "Oh my God, we should all go out dancing and my friend can teach you merengue or bachata or whatever." And I'm just like, "Oh my God, does he like me? No, I'm not a good person to like." I'm like so like, I'm so, I'm like mentally occupied, and I'm not emotionally available right now. And it sucks, It's like if I do get into a friendship or relationship, I want to be emotionally available. I want to be, somebody that you can talk to and depend on. But it can be hard. Let me set this up. Let me see. Ooh, oh, okay. Yeah, but I'll probably just sit here and watch. Friends do come and go, and I'm so bad at goodbyes. Like I'm an emotional person. I am. And I'm just like, it makes me feel so bad. The 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 thought of losing somebody or somebody losing me, oh my God, it does me so bad to the point where I just feel like I shouldn't even engage, like it makes me feel so, why doesn't this, it makes me feel so bad. It really does. Like, oh my God. Why isn't this like, thank you so much. I'm so scared. In the beginning of the year, and my birthday, my two best friends forgot my birthday and I caught relationship with them. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am. Hi. Hi, Sarah. Or Sarvar. Yeah, like even having kids, like I'm afraid to be connected to somebody in such a way. I am afraid to have kids and they fall in love with me and then I pass away, or one of them passes away and I'm never the same. I'm damaged. I'm done. Like, my mom still loves me so much. Like, I'm new. And I'm just like, oh, that's so powerful. I don't know if I can. It's too much. It's too much. I'm like, I'm deep in, like, it's so much. You know what I mean? Yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from, Philippe. Especially, when people pose as so close to you and so connected and such good friends, and they're paying attention and they understand and they know that you value that. It can be really disheartening. It can be really like, it can be really weird. Like, I had a friend, like, so I have a fake birthday on Facebook. So people who don't know me don't talk to me on my real birthday. And one of my really good friends who's known me for a really long time said happy birthday to me on my fake birthday. And I said, Ilka, damn it. I did not mean to say her real name. Fuck. I said, do you really think today's my birthday? And I was kind of taken aback. I was kind of like, you don't know what my real birthday is? Cool, you don't know the very day, but you don't know in the month I was born? You don't know that I'm a Cancer? You think I'm a Sagittarius? Wow. Girl, I consider ourselves to be really, really good friends. She is a Pisces, I am a Cancer. This is why we get along so good. We're both water signs. We have that connection. But you don't even know. You don't even know what my real birthday month is? Jesus! I was just like, wow, okay. I don't expect everything from everybody all the time. We got all types of things going on, and I'm not even a birthday person, but it was just weird. It was just weird for her to allow Facebook to, yeah, they're out of control. I don't know why they're here. And she was just like, oh no, I'm bad with birthdays. When I forget, and I was just like, no, you're good. It's just that I know that you're April Aries, right? And I always felt like that was a large part of our connection, that she was a Pisces and I'm a Cancer, because not a Pisces, yes, Pisces. Oh my God. She was a Pisces and so was my other friend Sonia. And we always had that like little funny water sign connection, And the first time that we ever got together was to do some really funny, emotional water sign BS, unhealed emotional BS. And I was just really surprised that she didn't remember. And I was just like, okay, well, Yeah, no, I forgive her. I forgive her. Yeah, they do. They do. It's just, I was just like, okay, wow. You know what I mean? But I'm not even a birthday person, honestly, and which is why I changed my birthday. You know what I mean? I didn't really, I don't know. I'm not a birthday person. Maybe one day I will be. My mom always gets upset because I didn't even want a sweet 16 birthday and she really wanted me to have one. And I'm just like, I'm sure it comes from some type of trauma. They say all these things come from trauma. They say millennials, that our personalities are based off trauma. I love Christmas. I love New Year's. No, I love Christmas. New Year's is eh. I love Christmas. I love Halloween. I love Thanksgiving. And that's really it. That's really all I can think of. New Year's is okay, but I don't drink. I don't really drink anymore. And I used to love to get drunk on New Year's, but now it's just kind of like, I love Halloween. I love dressing up. I love the energy. I love Christmas and Christmas time, the whole Christmas season. I love the fall holidays like Thanksgiving. I hate that so many of our holidays are based on other people's um, pain, you know? No, my birthday's in June. My birthday is June 21st. And, I just like when I find synchronicities between people who have similar birthdays. I'm not the biggest sign person, but I do see similarities in characteristics and personalities when people have similar birthdays a lot of times. But I mean, that's so general. I could be the same exact type of personality as somebody who's the exact opposite of me, which would be a Capricorn. I get along with Capricorns pretty well. We're both very driven people. We're very oriented on financial freedom, or at least this is what's said. You know what I mean? I like to cook, house clean, family. Yeah, it's very cute. We have the same birthday. Ooh. You see how that works? But yeah. Hi. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much we've been online for 3 hours. I don't have much to do. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna put my food away. I need to redo my toes. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate that. I'm gonna do something with my hair. I'm gonna start wearing my natural hair again because if you look at my Instagram, the picture where I'm to the side and I have on the white shirt and my hair is really short, I want my hair back that length again, and I keep messing with my hair. So I bought some conditioner and some oils and different things like that, and I'm just gonna calm my energy back down and just mellow out for the next couple days, and just come back down and just try to think about what I want now, what I want to give, who I want to reach, and how I want to go about it. And just try to maintain positivity about it. And just try to go at things logically, because it's easy to get emotional about your things. It really is, especially as a water sign. It's very easy for me to get emotional about things. But it's just like you have to breathe and just lean into what you've got going on. I'm not a water person. I'm not a sign person, but my sister won't date a person based on their sign. She says I'm a true she says I'm a true Virgo. I get it. There are certain signs that I will not entertain. I am single. I do not see success dating a Sagittarius. I tried it against my better judgment and it did not go well. He is a decent person, but there are certain characteristics of his, whether it come from him being a Sagittarius or it come from trauma or it come from him looking the way he does, that I just don't believe we would be successful. Very inconsiderate, very self-centered. I am from New York. Very inconsiderate, very self-centered, very self-involved, very I don't know. Not a bad person though. With all those things I listed, he was not a bad person, just not a good match for me. The energy of fire, for me, is just a bit much for me. I'm not the kind of person who does well with I don't know how to put it. I don't know. I think I'm just a loner person. And when I encounter people who have tons of friends and do tons of things all the time, um, I think I feel, you know what it is? That's not even the truth. Because I do very well with people. I'm just more of a one-on-one based person. People who value and have tons of friendships and they don't know how to prioritize their relationships, or they don't know how to include you in things or make you feel included or a part of or as a priority. That's my same thing. I have a hard time dating guys with kids. Most of the times I'll meet a guy with kids and I'll be like, "Oh, you have kids?" And they're like, "Yeah, I have kids. They're my heart. They're my best thing. They're my blessing." You know, I never knew how to respect women until I got a daughter. In fact, I still don't respect women. I only respect my daughter. My kids are my everything. There's no room for anything else. I'll kill somebody for my kids. And they go on this long rampage and they don't realize, and men and women do it, and they don't realize how off-putting it can be for someone who's trying to get to know you or be a part of your life or date you. And every time we talk about something, you bring your kids up, and every time something is referenced, you reference your kids, or you go on this whole thing about how your kids are your everything, and your kids are your number one, and your kids are your priority, and your kids are your only thing, and you do it for your kids and your kids and your kids. And that's beautiful and that's wonderful, and you sound like an amazing parent and a terrible person to date. They usually let you know, may your dog rest in peace. They usually let you know in some form, shape, or fashion that they don't have balance within their kids and their dating life. And it's just like, okay. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. And there needs to be a way. I can't do it. It never fails. Or you meet a guy who has kids. You never hear about the kids. You never see them. They never call. There's never this. And unless they're like over 18, it's like, okay. But if they're younger than like 18, it's just like, okay, so do you never interact with your kids? Or, I know it's like, okay, girl, like, well, what do you want? A balance between, if you have kids, for you to love, nurture, and them to be a priority, but for you to also have space in your life for somebody else where you guys can cultivate an interest in a life together that doesn't solely and overwhelmingly involve your kids too soon. You know, have a grasp on your co-parenting and have a healthy but not overly romantic relationship with your ex. And it's either one of two extremes. It's either, you know, my kids are everything, you're nothing, or my kids are nothing and you're everything, and both those don't sit well with me. You know what I mean? So most of the time I aim for guys who don't have kids. You know what I mean? I don't have any. I don't really want any kids. But I would have one kid with a really with the right person, with somebody who is financially, mentally, emotionally stable, somebody who has a good relationship with their religion or spirituality, or they just have some form of um, gratitude for their spiritual life, honey. I don't really know how to put it. You don't have to be any one particular religion, but I do like people who have some sort of founding belief. I don't want you to be reckless or disrespectful. I don't really care for people who are alcoholics or burnouts. I don't mind if you smoke it up, smoke a ton, but don't look dried up, don't look dusty. Don't don't become lazy, don't become fried. You know what I mean? I don't like the fried life. I don't mind if I used to smoke a ton of weed. I used to smoke a lot. But I distance myself from things if I feel like I begin to need it. If it affects my mentality or how I'm functioning throughout the day, or if I feel like it's controlling me, or if somebody holds the key to power, um, and it's being held over my head, I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. I just, me personally, I can't operate like that. You know what I mean? I just don't enjoy it. I'm aware of who Kevin Samuels is, and I seen your comment, Philippe, and I agree with you on that. You know, I was up last night learning about human species because I was watching a video and this guy said he had a high percentage of Neanderthal in his DNA. And I just started doing research and reading and looking up things, and it's just like, it's so amazing. You know, I think life is too amazing and too miraculous and too much for there to be nothing. So I just believe in something, and I can appreciate that. You don't have to believe in what I believe in. Sometimes I'm not even clear on my absolute beliefs, but I'm pretty aware of what I feel, you know. And you know, other than that, I feel like I'm definitely a good catch. But what I do understand is times are changing. People want different things. People value different things. I feel like there's definitely a war of the sexes, and I don't like to argue. I don't like to fight. I don't like to be at odds. I'm afraid to disrupt my peace. And I live well. I live quiet. I live easy. I live light. I live peaceful. Um, I'm not a fighter. I'm not reactive. And I just can't, you know, I can't deal with anything that's gonna make me go through any of those things. You know what I mean? That's weird. I feel you, Robert. And yeah, so that's been my thoughts. But I'm gonna let you guys go soon because I am so hungry, and I'm gonna make myself some eggplant and some rice and some onions and some tomatoes and some ground chicken, I think. I'm a Cancer. I would never date a Sagittarius. Yeah, exactly. I can't. I can't do that. I can't have somebody who constantly dismisses me and then gaslights me. When I was talking to the Sagittarius, he would say things like, yes, low risk. Thank you. It's safe. It's good. I'm cool. My sex drive, I don't even have one anymore. Somebody was asking me about that, and I was just like, I don't even really have a sex drive right now. I'm cooking right now, and I'm watching you. What you cooking? He would dismiss me. He would, you know what it was? He had very allotted times for when he would show me attention, which kind of made me feel like he was living a double life. I didn't get too involved in research. I don't want to say that I didn't care, but I will say that I'm optimizing and maintaining my peace is is of most importance to me. So I didn't care enough to do the research that I needed to. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. So he would dismiss me, and then I would say, oh, I felt this way or I felt that way. And he'd be like, well, technically, I can't make you feel any way. So if you felt a way, that's something that you internalized and you created. It was all this like mumbo jumbo semantics, red pill. I didn't do anything. You felt this way because it was. I was just like, yeah, cool. No, I feel you. And I'm so like passive sometimes. I don't want to argue, and I was just like, yeah, cool. Like, I get it. Like, you're right. I hate arguing. I hate to be in the house with somebody and there's like animosity or there's tension. I hate to feel like I have to hide. That sounds really good, Philippe. That sounds good. I hate to feel like I have to hide because I don't want to see you because you're being weird to me or you're being mean. And they always say like, oh, black women are so aggressive and there are no soft black women. And it's not true. It's like a lot of times people don't like soft black women. People don't like, and they don't believe it. They don't want to hear. And like I was talking to this guy and I was just like, nah, I kind of shied away from you because you said XYZ and it was really making me uncomfortable, and I'm just like really sensitive about stuff like that. Well, why? Why are you so sensitive about stuff like that? What happened? And it's like, you want me to be DMX so bad. And from the ages of like 19 to 24, I was Earl Simmons. I was Dark Man X. And it was tiring and it was draining and it was taking from my beauty. And I can't, like, you're doing too much. I just can't do it. I'm a Cancer and I'm not gonna let signs tell me who I am. We all have a little bit of traits. It's what you give off most based on variables and situations. Absolutely. You know what I mean? But I do recognize, and then I don't even know if it's a Cancer trait or if it's just a me thing. What's Earl Simmons, baby? I don't like drama. I like for everything to be light. I like for everything to be easygoing. I like for everything to be easy breezy. Even when I go places and they're being mean or they got an attitude, I ignore them. I went with my cousin to the Chinese restaurant. The lady was being mean, and my cousin was like giving her the same energy back, and I was just like, she probably hates her life. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I see that you're trying to get me to engage with you, but I know that's not what you really want. I know that's not what you really want. I just know that you probably hate my energy because I'm peaceful and I'm a nice black girl, and that's not what you're used to dealing with, and you're confused and you think you want something with me because I'm not giving you something and you don't know what I'm capable of giving you, so you're trying to trigger me. But if I turned all the way up on you, you ready to call the cops. And we all know what's going to happen if you call the cops, right? So I'm going to ignore you because you seem to hate your life. But I love my life, and I love my freedom, and I love all the blessings that I have. And I love how God and or the universe, everything together, just loves on me. I love it. I just do. Thank you so much, Lucy. Can you touch both your elbows together? No, I can't. I'm not even gonna try. But as soon as I read that, I kind of wanted to try. So no, I can't. So yeah, people will try to do weird stuff all day and try to get you to be who they think they know you are all day, all the time. And it's just like, I used to think God hates me when I was a kid. I can understand where you're coming from, especially if that thought came from like self-comparison or comparing your life to other people's lives, because I've been fortunate enough to live in quite a few different circumstances, know a lot of people, and now live in various countries. What I'll say is everybody has an extreme value that they may not be able to see because they're looking at other people's, you know what I mean? And yeah. And I never felt like God hated me, but I definitely felt like I was never, I'm not the kind of black girl that black people like. So I kind of felt like, I don't want to say black people. I don't really know. I just kind of felt like, oh, I'm not Southern. Oh, I'm not hood. You know what I mean? I'm not this. You know, people look at me. I'm a thick black girl, but I'm not like a hip hop girl. I'm not this. I'm not that. I have to code switch for white people. I have to code switch for black people. um, and it was just like, I don't know. I kind of felt like alienated because I'm from the suburbs, but I'm from New York. And I can speak this way and I can speak that way. But when I'm just very bottom, very myself, I think people would say, oh, you think you sound white, or you sound white, or you think you're white. Or when it comes to like music I listen to, or activities I like to do, or how I respond to certain situations, when I'm not traumatized, I think a lot of people are just like, you know what I mean? So I just be like, I don't know. I don't know. You know, even when it comes to like working online and stuff, in the very beginning, I would have people say things like that, like, oh, why do you talk like that? You think you're white? Like, oh, we get it, you're smart, but you don't gotta talk like that. Like, why you gotta sound like that? You know what I mean? I don't conform, that's a blessing. It absolutely is. Oh, thank you. No, absolutely. And that's something that at one point I was like, I want to do an experiment. I want to conform. And I want to see if it changes the outcome. You know what I mean? I want to see if people are more receptive to me. You know, but I can't do it. It's work, you know, and it's the kind of work that I don't want to put effort into. You know, I've never really been a conformist, and I've always been like a loner, and people would try to punish me by not talking to me or not working with me or not wanting to be in a group with me, and I never cared. And it would get me into so many fights because it's like, why aren't you responding to the energy that I'm sending you trying to hurt you? And it'd be like, I don't value you. I mean, I think you want me to be mad because you don't want to be my friend, but no, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, I didn't even make it, you know? And it's like one of those things that's just like, I don't really know, you know? I don't really know. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. But I get it. I get where you were coming from originally. I never felt accepted, but I always was able to thrive. I've always been successful. I've always been able to do whatever it is that I've been able to do. I've never been I guess it's called self-joiner. I've never been like outgoing. Like if I see in a group of people, I would not, and I could if I had to. I've never really been the kind of person to like, oh my God, go up to people and be like, oh hey, blah blah blah, what? And I'm just kind of like, I'm over here. I have nothing against you guys over there. I'm just gonna be over here. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes people don't love that. I think sometimes people think, oh, you think this about yourself because you're not over here with us, or you think this about us. And it's just like, no, honestly, I'm not thinking about you or me. I'm just not even thinking about you guys in that way, you know? You know, and like seeing my cousin, like seeing a lot of my family members for the first time in a long time, I think they thought because I moved to LA, I lived in LA for a long time, that I was Hollywood. And I think that's funny because Hollywood is a bum camp. And it smells like hot, sick urine. No. So for you to think that I became Hollywood, or for you to think that I'm Hollywood, I was kind of like, child. No, I'm the exact same person that I've always been. And maybe that's a good thing and maybe it's not. You know, like seeing some of my cousins and stuff. And they'd be like, oh, you're mad chill. And I'm like, I've always been mad chill. I do know. And I'm just like, I've always been mad chill. And they're like, yeah, nah, but you know what I'm saying? He was out there living in LA, da 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 da. And I was just like, yeah. And I was the same suburban black trash living in LA that I've always been. Hello. I am gonna be doing more workout videos because I have bought a whole bunch of my supplements and stuff like that. I have a workout channel. It's youtube.com/the godly body, and I have an Instagram. But yes, I'm definitely going to be doing more workout videos. I need to get myself back in shape. I'm not even out of shape, but I want to get myself in great form, in great shape, in great shape. Absolutely. Yeah. And you know what? One second. What I was gonna say is LA and Hollywood was definitely not all bad. I definitely had to take a step back to think about it, you know what I mean? And not think or speak out of emotion. It was not all bad. It definitely wasn't. Um, I just, I wasn't taking advantage of the things that would have made it worth my while. And I mean, every culture, all the different areas have their thing. You know what I mean? No problem. I want to live bi-coastally. So what I'm going to be doing is looking for a spot somewhere in the States that is not too expensive. And I want to co-live in States and then as well as here in the Dominican Republic because there are so many things that I still need to do in the States. There's so much work that still have to be done. I'm not retired. When I first moved here, I was just like, I'm retired. And it's just like, no, you're not retired. You have a lot of work to do. Can you tell my name? It's Dia. Dia? Dia. Yeah, it's just like I have a lot of work to do. I'm not done here. I'm not done in this space. Beauty was my entry. Beauty was and is my passion, but I do think that there's a lot more that I have to teach. I love teaching. I love helping people reach their potential. I love inspiring people to keep going because I feel like I come from a space where people have always inspired me to not go. You know what I mean? That's fair. I was thinking about Florida, but I can't stand how they govern the shitty piece of land. I understand. And Florida's so close to here too. And I would honestly, I wouldn't mind. But to live in a decent area that's not too scary, I think would be super expensive. But that's the fun thing about life. You know what I mean? All this is written, if you do believe in that theory. All this is written, all this has been planned. The end of my story is already written. And I'm just living and I'm just, a spirit having a human experience. And I'm just here to see what's happening. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, everything is gonna happen the way it's always been meant to happen. I do believe that, and I do feel sometimes when you stress too much and sometimes when you try to push too hard against whatever's happening, I think that's when you throw yourself off. I'm here. I'm supposed to be here. I'm not going to make any emotional or rash decisions, but I do feel the need to still be in the States. But I do feel the need to still have a space over here to maintain my sanity. I still feel a need to have a place to go and be slow. I still feel the need to have a place and be relaxed. You're in the wrong place to try and evoke an emotional response out of me using politics. I could care less. Your skin is so beautiful. What do you do? I have been swearing by vitamin C and glycolic acid. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vitamin C and glycolic acid together. Put the vitamin C first. Now, I like to mix them because I'm an idiot, but put your vitamin C first and then your glycolic acid. But be careful in the daytime. Make sure you use sunscreen. Funny you said that because I do believe in that. Someone was saying something about Wendy Williams receiving karma, but her being sick was written in the cards before she became the Wendy Williams. Absolutely. Her being sick, her going through what she's going through, her becoming the Wendy Williams is all a part of her story. It's all a part of her journey, sadly. And it may not even be this lifetime. It may not even be herself. It may be within her family line, her lineage, that some of these things were set into place. There's so many ways to think about it. I really feel sad for her. I feel upset for her. I don't believe it's karma, because there are people who have done, like, come on. There are people who have done way worse things than Wendy Williams, who have led beautiful, happy, successful, rich, vibrant, exuberant lives. Don't do that. We all got messy aunties. Not all of us, some of us got messy aunties, grandmas. We've got the Shade Room. We've got TMZ. We've got People Magazine. There have been so many people to do what she has done, way worse or way better. And I feel like that's a cop-out. I feel like that's what people wanted to see come of her. And that's cool. You know what I mean? But let's not pretend like the reason I'm even speaking English isn't because of some pure evil. People have done way worse than Wendy Williams. Y'all just don't like her. Just say you don't like her, but don't revel in somebody's, pain or anything like that. This is kind of the mindset that came about when what's his name? When Kevin Samuels passed the way he passed. And I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely not a fan of Kevin Samuels, but I think his lifestyle, his actual lifestyle, and not the one that he spoke about online, he preyed on the mentality of, I believe, men and women who may have not had the parental guidance that they needed. I believe he preyed on those type of people from the system, men who don't really like women that much. He said some knowledgeable things here and there, and okay, cool. But I feel like the people who were diehards were people who were from those situations. That's just my opinion. But I feel like his actual lifestyle was different than what he preached, and I feel like that's the reason he passed the way he did. Drugs, prostitution, bad spending habits, not really caring for his family the way he should, not having the best relationships with women or his children. That's all, They prosper for a short time. Don't envy them. They will absolutely. You're absolutely. No, it's true. It's true. It's true. Is it raining? Sounds like it's raining really hard, but I think it's a car. But yeah, it's that kind of thing that I don't envy them, but a lot of them don't receive what they should. Absolutely. If you believe in afterlife, you will be vindicated, but I don't. A lot of people with resources don't receive their comeuppance. Oh, girl, absolutely. For Sandra, pro makeup artist, well said. Absolutely. Yeah, it is raining. Is it raining or are they using the water hose? Hold on. Oh, it's pouring. I love it. But yeah, it's one of those things that you're just like, well, the only way out is through. And the only way to really find out is to see it all the way through and live it out, My parents are getting a divorce. I'm so sorry to hear that. So we shall see. And it's really sad because she, it's not one of those things that can be reversed or treated. It's sad. Colombia is a country. And yeah, And, you know, for being petty, for being dramatic, for gossiping. Did you really think that would be the karma? If it was, what I would think would be just her maybe taking a step down from her show, and then maybe her being the topic on a lot of other gossip and blogs, and maybe just seeing her fall from grace a little bit. But to think that aphasia and dementia is the karma for being a little messy and gossiping and being a muckraker, then damn. I don't know if that is an equally yoked karma situation. But then again, because I'm a little biased, I think I'm a little biased. I will say that maybe I'm ignorant to some of the things that she's said and done to people. Maybe I'm ignorant to things that she said, you know what I mean? Maybe I just don't know of the damage that she's done. It's sickening. Someone said the same thing. She was known for same thing. She was known for us being taken away from her. Yeah. Yeah. It sucks. It is really sad to see, you know. I would love for something to happen though, where maybe this can be managed, you know, maybe it can prolong her a little bit, you know. Brianna, we were just talking about the Wendy situation. That's it. It's talking about the thought process on how some people are saying like this is her karma and she kind of deserves it type vibe, versus these types of things being well, what do you call it? Well written into your story. You know what I mean? So you never really know. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I've got to. I could talk to you guys forever. It's been so long since I've come and gone live. My Wi-Fi is a lot better than it used to be. So I think one day I'm gonna come and do like a live makeup or something like that with you guys. And I'm gonna make myself something to eat because I'm starving. I'm gonna call my mom. I'm gonna put the rest of my food away. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I hope you guys learned anything from my couple of little twonks. And that's it, honey. That's it. On YouTube. On IG, I can't go live until March 6th. They misconstrued a comment that I made on somebody's video, and I got blocked from going live. And it's so dumb. It's like to the point where I'm not even gonna leave any comments anymore. I'm not even gonna leave any comments anymore because it's crazy that a comment that I left could be so easily misconstrued and I could be punished so harshly, but people can come onto my channel and say all types of reckless stuff. But I think what it is they punish creators more harshly than troll pages. Because if you're just a troll page, they see that, oh, well, you know, they don't really have anything to lose. They don't have a following. So whatever. But I'm just like, girl, really? I can't. And it's been a while. It's been a while that I haven't been able to go live, but it's cool because I still post my content. I don't let these people faze me as much as they used to. They used to have me tight. They used to have me phased. They used to have me upset, honey. And now I'm just kind of like, well, you know, hey, IG stay eating me up and marking my comments as spam. I love to comment about coffee on a post about. Oh my God. Oh, so messy, so idiotic. So yeah, I try not to take it personally anymore. And I just try to take the good with the bad. You know, it's a free platform. It's allowed me to reach lots of people. It's allowed me to grow my business. Every now and again, you're gonna take a hit. You know what I mean? I try not to let things get me down the way I used to. Even with these weird people coming in and saying weird things. Ciao. You know, yes, exactly. And that's what it was. I tried to respond to a video in a little funny way. And I was just like, oh my God, this is what I get for trying to engage and trying to be helpful to people. I get in trouble. But I've learned that sometimes you just gotta take it. You just gotta take it. I mean, you don't gotta take it. We shouldn't have to take it. I mean, we are helping these platforms, you know? But sometimes it's just like, okay, cool. In the meantime, let me schedule reels. Let me do reels. Let me do stories. Let me do carousels. Let me just keep going and mind my business, because this is an amazing gift. Social media, the internet, reaching people. So let's just use it while we can, and then, you know what I mean, go about our business and try not to let it get me too emotionally involved. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. I'm so hungry. I'm losing my energy, but I'm about to put all my stuff away. Yeah, and give my mom a call because she's missing me. I was with her for like 2 weeks. I wish I would have stayed longer, but once you've been out of your house for a while, you're just like, okay, I gotta go home at some point. So it might as well be now. And I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna see you soon. And it's gonna be good. Yes. I don't have any coffee right now, but I do have this vanilla chai tea, black tea, which I am excited to try. And then I have this, what kind of tea is this? Ginger peach turmeric tea that my mom got me. She got me so much turmeric stuff ever since telling her that turmeric is good for you. So I'm like her little, I'm her little, I'm like her health influencer in her life. I told her turmeric, now everything in her house is turmeric. Turmeric and ginger, she's so cute. And that's the only reason I really, really am anxious and get anxious. And I have been less present in my physical, in real life interactions, just because I'm always thinking about her. I'm always wanting better for her. I'm always wanting more for her. I always want her to travel. I always want her to have this and that. She's like my kid, right? Like when I hear people talk about their kids and all this stuff, I'm just like, yeah. Like that's the way I feel about my mom. Like just wanting her to have things that she's never had and go places and do things. Because being a mom is hard. She's been a mom for a long time. It's physically, it's emotionally painful. It's a financial drain. It's hard raising kids. And I just, want to help her as much as I can and let her know that she didn't do it in vain. And I'm very grateful. And I appreciate her. And yeah. Absolutely. So let me go and see what she's up to. And yeah, absolutely starving. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye. Ugh, I'm from upstate New York, babe. I hate even getting into the conversation. It's like it's kind of near Buffalo type vibe out there. Oh my God. I did a reel about this, but let me get the heck out of here.